That's better. All right, so we're gonna pick up where Corrid and Ravenna were laying in bed. They were talking for a little bit after having a few drinks, and Corrid helping Ravenna notice something on the back of her family photo of her mom and dad. Corrid, you are laying in bed on your back, trying to find some peace for the night. It's been a pretty good day, good night, and had some good information given your way. But each time you close your eyes, you just kind of keep seeing some things you don't really want to. It's kind of keeping you up as you stare and look up at the ceiling. Breathing is a little less calm. Not like ragged or anything, but you can just, as heavy breaths come every trying to clear it away. You would notice this too. It's, Corrid's breathing changes a little bit to where it was. You can kind of feel that, like, just a little bit of a tenseness in the air because you're pretty close.
Ravenna's gonna just kind of like. She was probably laying like this and just trying to get ready to go to sleep. But what she's gonna do is she's gonna kind of like. She's gonna lean up and like prop her arm up on the pillow, like lean like this. And then she's just kind of like sheepishly, she's gonna like rub like Corrid's elbow and just kind of like, what are you thinking about?
Lots of things.
Anything you want to share?
Lots of feelings.
Well, and she'll just like kind of still just keep rubbing her elbow.
She'll look at.
Oh, you seem jittery. I'm trying to be comforted.
I'm not used to feeling a lot of these feelings.
Well, what kind of feelings are you feeling?
Old
Two
differences. She'll probably look at you for a second. New feelings. I don't know. Just all jumbled in my chest. Not really going anywhere.
Well, something that always helped me was talking about it. Because sometimes talking about it gets those feelings off your chest. Tomorrow we're going to get to go for that run. So that's going to be awfully nice because that's a lot of times how I got things off my chest was I would go running, hit things. So we got a couple of opportunities.
Sounds like fun.
Well, I'm excited about it. I think it'll be fun. So, like, what are you thinking about, though? What kind of, like, are you thinking about your brother?
Yeah.
Well, tell me about him. What's he like?
I feel like at that point she'll probably like kind of like settle herself a little bit. And the majority of this time she's just kind of like staring at the ceiling. And I feel like you could, I don't know, at first her face gets a little softer. Just a teensy bit softer. He was happy at first. Really handful. He's very rambunctious. He was a little boy. later on in life. I don't know, he questioned things that a child shouldn't have to question.
Like about home, or like, was it just you and him? Like, did you, like was your mom and dad around?
Mom was. Dad wasn't. So it's just us three. Mostly them two. I wasn't home as much as I should have been.
I'm sure you had things that you had to do, right? Like responsibilities and stuff. Especially if your dad wasn't around. I'm just assuming, but you know what they say about assuming. What do they say, Corrid, about assuming?
What was it? Makes an ass out of you and me.
Very close. It makes a donkey butt out of you and me.
Oh. God, me. I feel like I kind of got her a little happy, but I should probably kind of stop smiling a little bit again. Should probably be quiet for a second. I should have been there more for him.
I don't know everything that you've been through, and we're only just hitting, the tip of that iceberg, but I think maybe some days you're a little too hard on yourself. Some days you can be hard on yourself, and there are days where, like, okay, maybe your brain deserves it, but I think you might be a little too hard on yourself all the time.
That's the case.
Well, what we can do is we can talk about it. I will not pressure you into telling me your whole life story, because I think right now if you did that, you'd probably run out the door, go skulking off again. Little baby steps. You can help me understand, and then over time, as you open up, maybe we can take a look at, there are things that you're going to be able to take responsibilities on, but I really have a feeling that it wasn't all on your shoulders. We'll see. I'll analyze that for you next time we talk about it. Or if you want to tell me more about it, because it's like, he was your sibling, he was your brother, and he was looking out for him, but you weren't his mom and dad. There's only so much that a sister can do.
But I wasn't just the sister. I had to step up. She couldn't have done it all on her own. I don't know. I just think about that night so often. Just so many things that I could have done differently, or anything at all.
Are you talking about that night up on the mountain?
Just, like, look at you. Not say anything, but you just kind of know the answer already.
How long was it since you said you seen your brother?
Years.
Okay. I haven't seen you shift, but I'd imagine you're pretty big. And I mean, it's only natural that you go into this stasis of shock. Like you're not supposed. You seen things that day that you weren't supposed to see, and you were put in a very precarious situation where the brother who you had in your head got bigger. That's gonna shock anybody, especially a sibling. And he was over you, and I wanted to get to you as quick as I could, but I was stuck. And I got a blast towards him, but he I'm pretty sure like nothing grazed him, but you can't blame yourself for kind of locking up, because that was a pretty intense situation that you mentally could not have prepared for.
Could have. Because I made him a promise. And being in shock doesn't know that.
No, not at all. But what are you supposed to do? Tell me, what were you supposed to do? Lying on your back in the snow with that in your face. And you got words out.
It's just the same feeling from the very first night. I don't know. I'm scared that I still won't know the next time it happens.
Well, when that does happen, you're gonna have all of us. You got me, Oak and Darla. We're all gonna be behind you. And this time it's not gonna be such a shock, because you're gonna know what you're gonna be looking at and looking for. I ain't going nowhere. I'm eventually gonna get it out of you that you're gonna have to tell me, like, what happened, so I can understand a little bit. But like I said, if I have to make a choice, I'm gonna make a choice, and that choice is gonna be you. And Oak, and Darla, y'all are my family now, outside of anyone else. And Ravenna's like, what she's gonna do, she's gonna like, you'll probably jolt, but she's gonna like, just kind of like, you know when you hop in bed and you just kind of lay on your back and just turn?
Yeah.
And she's just gonna like, put her head back, but then she's gonna like look at you like this.
Say that I've seen weirder families, but I don't think that's true.
You what?
I would say that I've seen weirder families, but I don't think that's true.
No, I think this is as weird as it gets. It could get weirder though. We are in the Feywild, don't forget that.
I'm asked to keep moving.
I mean, even think about it. Even like LP Megan, she's pretty odd duck. You know? But I think with like all of our heads put together, we are going to be hitting all four corners of like the mind spectrum. So I think it's like everybody knows something different. Everybody's learned something different. Everyone's background's different. And you're all like grandma's kids now. and she's gonna laugh, and she's gonna like turn to her side again, and like this time she's gonna get braver, and she's gonna touch your like lay her hand on your elbow and kind of like give your like forearm like a squeeze.
She just like look at that and then she'll look at you.
You ain't getting rid of me now, so you're like a little pest. I'm telling you things. Time.
And I think at this point she'll like stare at you for like solid 7 seconds. If you count it out, that's a long time.
It is a long time because Ravenna's gonna play the staring game because she's like, okay, the first one who speaks loses. So she's just kind of like staring back at you, like with a little ghost of a hint of a smirk on her face.
Did you do that?
What? Oh yeah,
What did she do exactly?
she probably would have like had her hand like. I would imagine like Corrid's laying this way with her elbow up. Ravenna would like touch it, but then when she would do that, she would like do it like close to your nose, and then she'll just kind of like maybe shuffle a few inches to you, like without even thinking, just so she can be like, boop.
Okay, so after like that solid 7 seconds, hands of a smirk. And she'll also boop you. But like a very lazy boop. Very lazy.
Thank you. You're welcome. And she'll like after she boops her, Ravenna will get like that crinkle on her nose, and she'll just like she'll like start cheesing.
She probably just keeps staring at you.
Thank you again for helping with my picture. Anything else you want to talk about?
I'm sure that will come up tomorrow on our run.
Oh yeah, I have so many questions.
You can probably hear her take like a slightly deeper breath than normal.
You know who I'm proud of too? Well, number one, everyone. But Darla just stomped herself downstairs to talk to Grandma this evening.
She's brave.
She is. And then it's like, I was telling Oak, I'm like, maybe Oak is like that dark-sided princess. And when her glamour comes off, instead of having like a brown ponytail, she's gonna get all like, she's gonna have like either like bright red ginger hair, like fiery red hair, or she's gonna have like black hair, and then she's gonna be all like gothic Oak. Like creepy nighttime Oak and then daytime Oak.
It just goes back and forth.
Yeah. Kind of like Sunshine Sally. Sunshine Sally. I can't say it sometimes with my accent. It gets a little tough.
As you're talking, she's gonna like just put her arm over her eyes, still listening.
And so Sunshine Sally, sometimes she kind of is outside with Elbow Betty. So when Elbow Betty is outside trying to tell us which way the wind is blowing, Sunshine Sally, she goes outside and she's kind of like one of those like sun compasses where she just kind of likes to stand outside in the middle of the field and she checks the time with where her shadow's at. And sometimes like she likes to change the color of her hair a lot. So you'll probably see it one of these times when we go outside and we go back in town. You'll see Elbow Betty just out there with her little flap skin hanging out, and then Sunshine Sally is just gonna kind of like be out there like this, not moving.
Corrid, I want you to make a history check real quick.
That's not too good. Hold on. That's not good. 10.
No, it was not.
Oh,
It wasn't too high. You just heard it today. You're getting a lot of introspection on what this person's like because
Sunshine Sally?
Yeah, because you just heard earlier today that the sun doesn't move here. It just stays in one spot.
Oh! What was the last thing you said?
So she tries to go outside sometimes and watch which way her shadow goes. So she just stands there in the middle of the field.
Does she know
that the sun don't move?
Yes.
Yes.
And she does it anyway.
Yes.
Why? At this point, she's gonna like take her arm off and look at you. Why?
We tried to tell her, but she insists. She thinks, she's like, well, if I keep changing the color of my hair, then the sun is going to change someday in the sky. Don't know where she got that logic, but yeah. So I've tried to tell her, Eddie's tried to tell her, and a few other people have too, and even like we've tried to prove it to her because the sun is like right there. So like it's completely overhead, so she has no shadow ever. So she's like, she's a special case.
And these people, they're all your friends.
Mm-hmm. Kind of like my whole Fae family. Like things that I'm sure that we'll talk about tomorrow, depending on how our conversations go. Because she's kind of like thinking out loud. She's like, oh, I should have said that in my head. Everybody's just their authentic selves. And like here, I'm able to be my authentic self. And so it's like we're all just one crazy Glimmer Mire Feywild family.
Can't wait to see her tomorrow.
Oh, if we go into town, she'll be there. She'll be hanging out by the bridge, and you'll just see her standing there like this. Sometimes she'll try and stretch, and she'll like do this. And then she'll like try and be like, and then nothing. No shadow, no nothing. So, we'll see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely want to find out who took Red Boots, though. Grandma did. Oh, I don't know if I got to tell you this because I think you went downstairs before I said anything. Apparently, whoever took Red Boots is in this mire. So I don't know if it's somebody we knew or if it's somebody passing through, but apparently they're still in the mire. So we gotta find Red Boots. I put socks on him today. Socks now.
We'll find his boots.
Well, we'll find out here.
Oh.
And then we're gonna spank his butt for being bad, and then we're gonna kick that one demon guy's ass, and then we're gonna get his glamour off, and then he's gonna come and be with us. Because then we're gonna have Darla, who will jump down anybody's gullet. We got Oak, who's gonna turn out and having like a gothic twin self that she's gonna switch back and forth. And then we're gonna have a black wolf and a white wolf. And then me.
And you.
Mm-hmm.
I like the idea.
And she'll be like, she'll just kind of like, she'll just like touch her elbow again. Are you feeling better?
Feelings are still there, but it's not bad.
You want to try to go night-night?
Yes. Well, this is the most comfortable I've ever been in my life.
I really like this bed.
I can see why.
I finally, and she, like, without even thinking, she's just being herself right now. She goes and she kind of, like, leans up and she, like, starts touching your hair and, like, kind of, like, finger combing it through and just kind of taking a look at it. And it's like, you really need to let me get my hands on this hair because Oak let me do it. I gave her, like, head scratches, got her nice and clean. And while she's doing that, she'll kind of do, like, and she'll kind of look at you. You didn't use my unscented soap.
No, I didn't.
And she's like gonna get close and she's gonna smell you. And then she's gonna go. And she'll just kind of like lean back with a really mischievous smile on her face.
She's kind of like running. Good night, Ravenna.
Night, Corrid.
As you both go to sleep now, Corrid feeling a little bit more at ease after talking with Ravenna. You all find your nice, long, nice rest, comfortable in these beds. As you wake up to the smell of cooking breakfast in the morning. Smell of eggs, sausage, bacon. But Ravenna's door is like open, just cracked now, but that smell just kind of like wafting through the air into the room. It's a nice little wake up scent to have, and the smell of brewing coffee as it would be as well. So this morning comes to. Is there anything you all would do before going down for breakfast?
I don't think Corrid wants to get up yet. It's just so good.
I think Oak would be up at the crack of dawn and
I can see that.
probably. No, I don't think she'd stay in the room. I think she'd go downstairs.
Okay. Darla, would you sleep in a little longer, or would you?
She wouldn't be up at dawn. But like if she smelled breakfast, she would get up and she would start heading down.
Ravenna. She would be up at the butt crack of dawn, and you would just see her kind of like kick herself out of bed, and she would just stretch and so she thought I'd just take Oak downstairs and let everyone else kind of sleep a little bit.
So, if you guys are getting up more in the butt crack of dawn time frame, the scent wouldn't be hitting through quite yet. Coffee would be, but not the actual food quite yet. So as you go down the stairs, you can hear the clatter
That is
of
in
the
no
kitchen.
pants.
No pants.
No pants. You can wear no pants.
You hear the clattering and stuff in the kitchen. You hear your grandma just coming up, just humming little tunes to herself. And she's like, "Good morning, Oak and Ravenna." And she just calls back behind the, like, out. As you're coming down the stairs and the kitchen's out there, you can just hear her calling it through the doorway.
Oak would just reply, "Good morning."
Would you like some coffee?
Yes, Grandma.
Yes, please.
Come on in and get her. As you walk your way into the kitchen, again, it's one of those scenarios where you would expect the kitchen to be smaller with the structure of the house. It's more long than it is wide, but it's wide enough for people to walk behind the counter stuff. But it's very long. You see that she's got all of these plates like lining up, and there's several. There's this big cauldron-looking pot of coffee. Any flavoring?
Oak. Just black is fine, thank you.
Okay. And she just does a wave of her hand, and you see a cup just like scoop in and just go to you. Just nice hot coffee. Ravenna, darling, anything special for you?
Just hazelnut.
And she, similar, next time just waves a hand, the cup goes in, and some like just liquid drops into it. The others still sleeping. While we make breakfast soon, I'm sure that'll wake them up. Did you sleep all right?
Wonderfully. I don't want to leave.
You guys are welcome as long as you want. She looks in. You notice Grandma look at you for a second, smile, but then her eye, you see her head move down and look back up at you. I think we need to talk later.
All right, Grandma.
Nothing bad.
Okay.
Conversation, something.
Okay, Grandma.
You still going for your run, man?
Yes.
Corrid, you going with you still?
Yeah, I was gonna see if Oak and Darla wanted to come too.
Well, I have some other plans for Oak and Darla if they're interested.
All right.
Would you like to learn to make potions today?
Absolutely.
I got a special surprise for Darla if she'd like.
Darla is just like.
So we'll see what she says.
What do you got planned for Darla?
Surprise. I don't want you spoiling it.
Would I do that?
You might.
You'd be nice.
I am getting nice. So see you soon enough, I'm sure. As you're talking, that breakfast smoke seems like just is hitting, and as the plates are filling with the eggs and the bacon and the sausage, hash browns, gravy, all these things. I'm sure soon enough. Okay, Aria. Well, if you would like, go ahead and have a seat at the table, and I'll bring the food out soon.
Ravenna prances over to the pulls out a chair.
I think Oak would. It's outside still,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
We're going back outside.
No, it's inside.
Oh,
it's
okay.
like a normal kitchen table in this one. So where her chair is in the fireplace, there's like a small circular table in there. So that's
Okay.
where she's like just a normal dining room circular wooden table.
I think Oak would be. I'll be right back. And she's gonna set her coffee on the table, and then she's gonna go outside, and she's just gonna stretch and just kind of like soak in the sun, and just like have a moment of meditation out there.
As you go outside, and it is nice, crisp, cool air in the morning for being a more humid space, but it's pretty nice, cool breeze currently. You guys are pretty early. The sun is starting to peer through. Like I said last time, when the sun comes out, it still has that like lighting of dawn to like dawn, midday, like all of the same things, but the sun just stays in that same spot. Like almost like the sun dims as the day goes, and then it gets brighter, and then it dims when it's time to go at night. But you can still feel it. Feel the energy. The energy here is very different than what you're used to, but as you're basking in it, you feel somewhat better than you normally do. You've been in it for a few days, but just after a nice long rest, not really any worries, good sleep, comfortable, and just almost feeling like it's homely energy to you.
I think she should just stay out there for a couple of minutes, and then after a while she'll come back in and have a seat at the table.
You stay in there for a few minutes, or stand out for a few minutes. Grandma walks out with some plates. Ravenna, darling.
Yes, Grandpa.
Where did this come from?
I'm not sure.
When did you notice him last?
I had another accident.
She looked at you and I was like, same situation?
Yeah.
Similar?
Yeah.
Was it before or after?
After. Do you know what this means?
I have thoughts.
Care to share?
I loved your parents dearly. They dabbled in some things they probably shouldn't have.
Well, shit. Okay.
It doesn't take away from them. But your mom was pretty head deep by the time that they had you. So when they showed up, I was a little concerned. Nothing really happened, but after your first accident, it spread a little. And the second one, it's worse. Keep an eye on that.
But what I don't understand is I've had accidents many times.
These are different accidents. There's something that gets triggered during these times.
Okay.
From what you told me from your first one, which is like looking around, there was a big tonal shift, right?
Yeah.
Very different. I think that's part.
So and Ravenna leans in and she's like, even though she's deaf, she's trying to listen for anybody, and then she sees Oak outside. So if I take care of people just because we're in combat kind of thing, that's okay. But because of what happened with Irish, I got different? Is that what it is? Or should I? I'm not gonna make having accidents a habit.
No, fine. It's the manner of how the accidents happen. Even if it's good intention.
Can Oak hear any of this?
Make a perception check with disadvantage.
I don't know which one this is. The dot at the bottom, or is it at the top?
Bottom, yeah.
Okay, so oh my god, I cannot see.
Oh no.
15?
15.
Nice perception.
You don't really hear anything. You're focusing for a bit. You're focusing on everything. You can't make out words, but you hear that very familiar sound, especially of Grandma's S's when she says them. Sometimes just kind of walking through the air, but you don't hear any legitimate words being said.
Okay.
If you were to look back, you would see that Ravenna and Grandma are talking at the table through the doorway, easy enough. You know, I had no problem with what happened. Irish was different. As I told Darla last night, sometimes people get what they deserve.
This one did.
Exactly, but there's a difference with.
You know.
It's not you. It's not you. That's the problem. It's whatever this is.
Do you know what this is?
Like I said, I have thoughts, but I need to do more digging. I was hoping it would just be there. And I think it's tied to whatever your mother was into, and also your father's bloodline.
Okay. Should I be worried?
No, not right now.
I mean, I don't plan on having any more accidents, but I mean, what's the difference between a happy accident and like me and my crew go out into the woods accident? Is it just my temper? Like, do I have to watch my temper?
I think the difference is one's in self-defense,
Yeah.
and one is also for protecting to a degree.
But what if I'm protecting Corrid or Oak and Darla?
By the manner these accidents happen, it's not the same, and you know that.
I know that. I'm just saying, like, should I be concerned?
No, just if you notice any changes, please tell me.
Okay. No, the only thing was after Irish, the ones on my shoulders extended down to my elbows. And then the one accident I had, it shifted down my leg. But it hasn't moved since.
Does it make you feel any different?
I know of.
Just if anything feels different, changes. Just let me know.
With Ravenna, I felt any changes?
You haven't felt any differences, really.
No, so far, no. No.
They don't hurt.
Mm-mm.
She stands up and getting ready to get out, like, kind of waves so all the plates come in. Just try your best. There's no more accidents.
No more accidents. It can't, do you want me to give you a hint?
I don't know what it was.
Yeah.
I think you already know.
So that's on bitch shifted third.
I did tell you, it's not you.
I know.
So I 100% agree. Some people get what they deserve. I've done my fair share. Some people just need to be put in their place.
This one did. It's pissing me off. Like everybody was just watching. Nobody's doing a damn thing.
I'm sure you notice that happens a lot there.
And I'm like, how do you just watch? And she like looks around. She looks outside. How do you just watch? He
As
was drinking her by her hair.
some people just don't like to intervene, I guess. And as
Oh, I did.
Grandma's standing and Ravenna's leaning in, and I'd say about, he said a few minutes and you would walk in. You would walk in and see, like, as you're walking through the threshold of the house, you would see that Grandma was like standing above Ravenna and like leaning down and talking to her. And then Grandma said, just as a like quick turn and smiles at you up. Welcome back in, Rogue. Just see.
Okay.
Good stretch.
After she does a little.
His grandma stands back up and heads her way back to the kitchen. About this time, the food smell is getting much stronger. Darla, you would definitely smell it. You notice Oak and Ravenna are not in bed, but Corrid is still laying in bed, just like.
She's like awake. She's just like resting her eyes like a tired dad.
Like a tired dad.
I think with Darla noticing that Ravenna and Oak are gone, she'd grab her pillow and just chuck it at Corrid.
Make a. Where's the dexterity check one? Actually, you can do strength or dexterity, whichever you prefer.
You should have just picked up the remote. That would have woke her up.
One of my favorite sounds now is listening, and then
Okay, so it's
she goes,
these two.
"Oh." When she kissed her forehead, she's like, "Oh."
It's these two, right?
Yeah, either the strength or the
Ooh, yeah.
plus. So,
Here's-
which
These ones. This one?
Bitch, are you gonna give me a concussion?
She might if she does strength. That one's
That's
6.
6. Okay. Huh. So we'll do strength.
Mhm.
And that would make it a math. I can do math. 14.
You just grab the pillow and huck it at Corrid. Not hard enough to give you a concussion, but definitely she's pretty good at throwing her axes, so pillow. Why not? Throws and just hits you like dead right in the forehead.
Fuck.
Darla should laugh. I'm so sorry, Corrid. I'm so sorry. I was just trying to wake you up. I thought the pillows were soft. Did that get you too hard?
The pillows are soft. You threw it very hard. I've been awake this whole time.
Sorry. You're a sturdy lass. You want to go get some breakfast?
Mm-hmm.
I'm so sorry, Cora. You want to throw it at me? You can throw it at me.
No, Darla.
Please, it'll make me feel better
No,
if you do. Please.
Let's go downstairs.
You sure?
She's not gonna say anything. She's just gonna go.
Darla scampered that.
It's Corrid and Darla head downstairs as well. Ravenna and Oak are already sitting at the table. There's food laid out, a plate for each person in their spots. Do you have a seat, or would you need to do anything else before?
Where's Ravenna?
Ravenna would be like if you're walking down the stairs, her back is towards the stairs.
No, she'll probably walk up to the table, look at everything oh, magic food. No, she's not gonna sit down yet, but she's just
Survey.
surveying. It's a good word. Yes, that's what she's doing.
Darla.
I think so. Neither Ravenna nor Oak are sitting down.
No, those two are both sitting down.
They're both?
Yeah.
Oh, then yeah, Darla would just go ahead and join the table.
So she can down, joining the table. Let's say it's actually very similar to where you're at. So Ravenna and Oak would be across from each other. Darla would be in the right side, and then Corrid, your spot would be on the left side. So you'd be between Oak and Ravenna.
Okay.
As you come downstairs and Grandma comes home, good morning, Darla. Good morning, Corrid. How are you doing?
Good morning, Grandma.
You sleep well?
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Good. I'm so happy to hear that. You, Corrid? You guys seem like you were talking pretty late last night.
I thought we went to bed kind of early.
Yeah, you did.
What?
Ravenna's smiling behind her cup of coffee.
Yeah, Cord just grabbed this. If there's a cup, she grabbed it. She's drinking it.
There's a cup of juice.
Yeah,
for
she's drinking the
everybody.
juice. She probably don't like it. She's like,
Grandma just is smiling real big and
So Oak's gonna look at all 3 of you and then look at Darla and just be like,
Darla, Corrid, would you like any coffee?
yes.
Any flavors?
Favorite coffee.
Just name it. Vanilla, chocolate, caramel. Okay. I mean, if you want, but I could do so. Or just black. Cinnamons.
I get hazelnut.
Anyone out special?
I
Darla.
Can I have some cream, sugar, and a little bit of cinnamon?
Absolutely.
Yes.
She goes and gets your coffees ready, brings them out. Again, she's just kind of wash her hand and just come and sit next to you on the table. No spillage. Darla. So, Ravenna and Corrid are going to be going off for a little run today. Oak and I are going to do some potion teaching. I'm going to teach her how to do some potions. Now, I know you like to brew some things. Would you like to learn a little more?
That'd be nice.
Maybe teach you some of the Feywild special ales.
Yes, great.
Where do you think Town learned it from?
Oh, great.
She just smiles at you. Not in a like creepy way, but like actually a more sincere way, and she just comes back and she looks at Ravenna and smiles at her and gets the other stuff around. She's like, I'm gonna be in the kitchen if you need me. She goes into the kitchen, leaving you all to eat, converse for breakfast, and what have you. Is there any conversations you all would have for breakfast?
So apparently the two of you had a conversation.
Yeah. I didn't want to say anything in front of your grandma, but what's the deets? Yeah, do you make any more like further plans for like what we're doing? I figure that's what you're talking about.
Yeah. Plans. So like, I had told Grandma that you really like making hooch. So that must be where she got that idea, which is gonna be really cool because then you'll get to like make all kinds of awesome shit. And then I know you wanted to make some potions, but we just mainly talked about not being able to sleep. My friend Sunshine Sally, she had an issue. Talk about your glamour. Talk about how we're gonna try and get some red boots. We're gonna get red boots because Grandma said that somebody in town took red boots. But that's pretty much it. Nothing too crazy, right? Yeah. What?
She's gonna, whoa! She's gonna take another drink. Spelled that.
Okay. Whatever you say.
Did you take the opportunity this morning to try and talk to Corrid's forehead?
She threw a pillow at her.
It's a soft pillow.
Soft things aren't very soft when you throw them hard.
Did she like throw it like really hard?
Yes, have you seen her throw?
No, it got a spin on it. Okay. It just the corners just started whipping.
Ravenna she cackles. Fuck, I missed it.
Are you okay?
Yes.
You sure?
She doesn't smile.
Do you need some tissues?
Do you need Grandma to take a look at it?
Oh.
Oh yeah, you should have Grandma take a look at it.
What's it gonna do?
Or
For what?
maybe Darla needs to take a look at that forehead. I kind of see a red mark. I think Darla needs to look at it real close.
You hear from the kitchen. Maybe she needs to kiss it, make it feel better.
See? Grandma knows.
Okay, she's just gonna start piling shit on
Get ganged up on it.
It's very good though. Nom nom nom.
You know, Cord, I would apologize for ganging up on you, but it's unintentional every single time, so it's gonna keep happening. You're just gonna have to accept me how I am.
If I haven't accepted you, then quite frankly, I don't think you'd be here right now.
All right, geez, I can be.
You're growing on her.
Yeah. I made the cut.
Well, you would have anyway, because she might have said no, but I was going to say yes. But no official, like, planning happening It was just kind of like brainstorming, putting everything on the table.
I mean, should we about that place that we're gonna go to in a couple days?
I think there's gonna be plenty of time for that. Because I mean, in all honesty, all we're gonna be doing is kind of walking there,
Yeah, that's true.
and maybe Grandma might have more insight on like who we need to talk to. But like,
Oak.
we're gonna have to figure out. Like, I wonder if like we walk through, like going through like the threshold and going into that mire, all of a sudden you're gonna turn into somebody different.
Or we get a welcoming party.
Because we brought you home.
Yeah.
You were the missing
if they-
princess.
And we get a reward.
A nice reward.
That'd be nice.
And then you can name us your courtly protectors.
I'll be your jester.
Okay, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Thank you. Or we could be walking into danger.
Well, we're already
Well,
going to be walking
probably.
into danger. That's not a very nice mire.
Exactly.
But we have you. We'll just kind of like, first thing we'll do is we'll mark the threshold. We'll be like, and then we'll have you like step your foot into it. So then you're like in two places at once. See what happens. And then we'll like push you in there.
I mean, she could probably just step in.
Yeah, but pushing more fun. And then your hair is going to turn either fire red or black.
What if it's just like highlights?
Or nothing happens.
And then you sprout a tiara.
What if it's just like always been on her head the whole time?
That happened to my friend Opal once. She got a crown that attached to her head and she couldn't take it off.
What if my parents just wanted to get rid of me? So they glamored me.
I don't
And
think
then
you
ship
work
me
that
off.
hard on the glamour for it to be like a, ooh, let's boot you out of here kind of thing. You don't work that hard on the glamour just for it. That's all protection.
Quick question. Your parents, and that this is a touchy subject, you don't have to answer. The ones who died, are those humans? Okay.
See, you don't go from human to elf for no reason. And your mom and dad are the evil king and queen, and you're the princess going to free the mire. Bring the sunshine back!
There could be 1,000 possibilities. We don't know.
So we might be meeting your real parents.
I don't know.
How do you feel about that?
I try not to feel or think anything until we figure out what's going on.
Got some questions for Grandma. I mean, because if someone, a daughter, disappeared from that area, it'd be, a comment of note.
Especially with her being a princess.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know that I'm a princess.
I feel like you are.
Are there more?
Myers?
Princesses.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Like
Do
you've
we
lived
know
here.
anything about that Meyer? Oh, other than
Yeah, is there
Not a ton, unfortunately. That'd be more of like a grandma question. I know like the gists, but like who's the head, who's not the head, kind of thing. I don't know too much on, unfortunately.
maybe we should get as much information as possible before we go over there.
Agreed. Because what if we're walking into a trap that she was supposed to be protected from, and she's not supposed to come back here, and then she's gonna get taken, and then we get split up, and then we have to save her.
It's that thing I do sometimes where it's just like, we're gonna have to go get her. Pow!
Is this happening? Do you actually say that?
I've never heard you say that before. It's because I just made it up.
I think maybe she should be the last one who walks through the barrier, and we should all be holding on to her, like she's gonna fly away or something.
Like you guys did with my no-no closet.
Yeah.
Or maybe we just don't go in there at all. No, we have to.
As you're sitting and talking, Grandma comes out with 2 bowls in her hands. She puts one in front of Darla and one in front of Oak. And they're like little treats for some seeds for night, and then for Chip there's a little bit of berries and little like nuts in there.
He's gonna get so fat he won't fit his suit of armor.
Show Grandma his armor.
Oh, she puts one of her like longer not on you, just on the table. And like she's like really curious, and Chip hops from your hand and up on her arm, and it's like crawling up her arm down and onto her like neck area. She's like, oh, she's the most adorable little thing. And she grabs it on her hand, just patting it like with long fingers, stroking it with that like the finger like nail coming down, just like scratching it. And you see Chip like leaning into it. Chipmunks typically are nuisances, but I think Chip is adorable. I'm just like, here you go.
It is very.
Is there anything else you all need? I just wanted to give them something to eat, too. Everyone good?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, I'm gonna go into my room and work on some of my taxidermies. So if you need anything, just let me know, and when you're ready to start learning, we'll get to work.
What are you making today, Grandma?
Trying to refine my gator slippers to get a little warm at points. Thought maybe adding some accents to them. Giving them glasses would be fun.
And a cigar.
A cigar. I can do that.
Oh, I thought they were full of Crocs.
I just realized you're wearing Crocs. That's funny.
Well, who knows? Maybe I can make a bunch of them. You can sell them for me. She just walks into the other room, getting ready to work on her things. And she's wearing them right now, and as she's walking, and she like takes her arms down and takes all of them off. And when she takes, you see her real feet underneath. The heels are like really high angled, like bone, and they like spread out into several like almost talon-like claws at the bottom, at the ends of her toes. And she's walking. You hear like a little tapping of her claws as she's walking in the wood.
Back in the day before Grandma used to wear slippers, she was almost kind of like a raptor, so you could hear that one single click. So I knew when she was coming to sleep. It's kind of like a woman.
That sounds triggering.
But at least you'll get to talk to Grandma this afternoon. Ask her all the questions.
You'll have to help me ask questions.
All afternoon.
What if I write down the questions and then you can ask her?
You're gonna have to talk to her anyway.
Yeah. But like, if you ask the really in-depth questions, you have to hold eye contact with her.
can just whisper it in my ear and I can ask her.
That's gonna be way too noticeable. She's really growing on me, but it's just a fear.
Oh, well, I'll call you in. I'll have the same one.
Chip and Night seem
I hasn't done anything. I think if she would have asked, we would have gone, fuck now! Just kidding.
To be fair, he flew to her though.
Just kidding.
That would be fun.
arrows can sense things.
Okay.
Yeah.
But also, Chip is just a chipmunk. A spoiled chipmunk. I don't know about judge of character.
I would trust you.
Okay, now Darla's jealous of Chip, right?
Did you have to? Oh, sorry. That's funny.
Crap, what happened? I couldn't hear a thing.
Animals are good judges of character.
I like to think so.
Generally, they can sense fear.
Do you need your character judged?
Corrid really likes Chip. It's fine.
Court's just happily eating her food. Just
Darla's
blissful.
not jealous at all
A cord?
of Chip. Why? Because Corrid loves Chip.
Does Corrid love Chip or does Corrid like Chip?
Corrid likes Chip.
Corrid
Corrid
trusts
said,
Chip.
I like and trust Chip.
Well, I mean, look at the stars. I mean,
You don't want to eat Chip, right?
Where did that come from?
Just checking.
it's because she's so black. Maybe her animal instincts are just sharp. Her hearing's also probably really good. If I can hear you, she can hear you.
And Court's just.
Oh, Ravenna didn't hear a word you said. She's looking at you and she's like,
Good breakfast.
Yum, yum, yum.
So you continue eating your breakfast until you're full, ready for the day to continue on. How long, Corrid and Ravenna, would you be lingering at Grandma's house before heading towards your obstacle course?
It's all her, baby.
I would say like Ravenna would sit there and we just keep chit chatting for a little bit. And then like after her coffee settles and she's like, okay, I think that's good. She's gonna run upstairs and she's gonna change and then she's gonna come back down and be like, you ready?
Ravenna, if I remember correctly, you wear for your attires like black leggings with
Yeah. Ravenna went up and she changed. She did another costume change. And now she's wearing straight leg black leggings. She still doesn't have shoes on. So she has her anklets and everything hanging out. And then like she has like this crop top so you see like her little belly button. And then like it's a sage green crop top that's coming off the shoulder. and there's like a black like sports bra underneath, and then she has like her hair still half up, half down. And she's just like doing like makeshift stretches like she thinks she needs to, but like realistically she's like, I'm
Here you
fine.
go, Corrid.
Oh, cute.
There you go.
This is an interesting breakfast.
Is your belly settled?
Mm.
You good to run on a tummy? Do you need to go poop before you have to run and stuff? You have to check. Sometimes people need to poop after they have their breakfast. And with that, she's just gonna walk. You guys have fun with Grandma. Ask questions. Grandma loves questions being asked. She might not answer them, but she loves getting them. Yes.
Pow. You got it, dude.
And just Ravenna walks out.
Now,
You still wearing all that? You still wearing all that?
No.
Take your armor
Yeah,
off.
what's Corrid wearing?
Oh,
you're just wearing your pants and maybe the shirt you wear under your armor, or are you wearing anything?
One of Ravenna's tops and starts real tight like a muscle compression shirt. I tried. It kept coming up with like really stupid shit for Corrid. So like I was finally able to come up with that.
what am I wearing? Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, alright, that's what I'm wearing. I'm in the army now.
You could be worse. You could have been wearing that.
Okay, no, that's like her sleepwear. That's what she wears to go to bed. Leave her alone. She lives in the snow. Leave her. She probably made that herself.
Probably. So, Ravenna, on a typical day of obstacle training, how long do you usually stay out there?
I usually, if we're being honest, she'd probably be out there half the day. But like, depending on how Corrid's feeling, I mean, she'll probably cut that like in half, especially with wanting to talk with Oak and Darla about helping with red boots.
So, we're going to leave Corrid and Ravenna traveling towards the obstacle part, which leaves us with Darla and Oak. As you finish up your breakfast, and Grandma said to go get her whenever you're ready. Who leads the way?
Suppose I'm going to.
I was gonna rock, paper, scissors you if you want to.
So I know which door she went.
So, how it's open, like, think of it like this, where it's like open hall. There's not really any doors, just doorways into like the other rooms. So, where you were sitting, where she went is pretty much to the left of you. It's like big, like archway. That's where you've seen all the taxidermy and stuff in there. So she's in that vicinity.
Okay. I think Oak would like start going down the hallway and just be like, Grandma, we're ready.
Wonderful! I'm so excited. You see her shadow start to come out of the room that she was in, and she just kind of has to duck a little bit on one part, and just come back and say, "All right, let's go get started." You was Darla ready too?
Yes.
I'm just standing right behind.
Yes,
So,
she's ready.
okay, so she gets, there's a door like on the side of there. She opens it, and it leads down to almost like a cellar type space. And she goes, "Oh, my equipment's down here." Oh, Darla, I forgot. And she like snaps her fingers real quick, and the arms go away, and she goes down the cellar.
It's the dark, not your
Oh, it's light. And she like snaps fingers, like globules of light go on to that. I didn't know you were afraid of the dark.
Oh. No. It's fine.
Do you want me to hold your hand?
Yeah.
She'll grab Darla's hand and just start leading the way.
As you go down there, you're expecting it to be more like dark and
I'm
grimy.
expecting
And
spiders.
cobwebs and
Spiders here and there, but she's trying to keep most of them at bay for the most part. But it's like that cobbled stone brick that you would see along the walls. But the room looks nice. It's furnished. It's like you see on the there's these 2 long tables, and again she just waves her hand, and you see alchemy supplies go on the one, and you see like brewer supplies, like really nice brewer supplies go on the other. Well, who would like to start first?
I can go.
She leads you like, come. She like puts her hand slightly on your back and like it like pushes you towards the alchemy table. Is like, so do you know anything about brewing potions?
I know.
Nothing at all? Okay. What about healing elements?
I do have, I believe, some healing.
So you have an herbalism kit, I think. Don't
I was thinking that I had a spell that
you have spell, yes, but she's talking more in terms of
like a
like
kit or something.
yes, since you're going to be making because potion brewing, less magic and more for healing is less magic and more practical.
Let me take a look through my things. Would you guys want some ice cream?
From the Dairy Queen.
Well, like in real life.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
See if we can get it in time. Let's have some ice cream. But today was just a day, and I'm like, I think we need sweets.
You want some chocolate?
I had my 3 musketeers. I mean, I have one. I've never
What
had
would
the
that be
Limbo one.
under? Would
It would be under what you
my
have.
backpack?
Yeah, so if it's not in your backpack, then you wouldn't have any.
These
Or
are
tools.
tools.
The right side should be under tool.
I don't think I have a healer's kit. I have a healing potion, but not a
I
kit.
like that.
This is another one.
Which is, yeah, say it's fine if not. So you don't have it. You are proficient with alchemy kits, though. So
Oh, okay.
that you do have.
What did I take instead of that?
Huh?
What did I take instead of that?
What do you mean?
Like, if when I was going through everything, would I?
You didn't. No, it's starting equipment. Doesn't mean you get it.
Oh,
But
okay.
I gave you, because of your background, I gave you proficiency in alchemy. So
Okay,
you have
okay.
it for if you ever wanted to learn it, kind of thing.
Okay.
Well, I want you to make me, for the process forward, a wisdom check. See how much you're going to be able to, like, retain.
Okay. Stand by.
Either, I'll let you,
Oh, +2.
yeah, so either a wisdom check or a nature check if you have proficiency. And add your proficiency bonus, too, because of it being towards alchemy.
Okay, so I have a 12 and proficiency bonus is 3, so that's 15. And then wisdom or nature. Let's do wisdom, which is a +2 again, so that's 17.
17? Okay. With that check, you kind of can push past the creepiness of grandma and everything, and you know that her pushing you towards the table. You really focus on. You really do want to learn how to make these potions. So it's like your focus is really on the matter at hand, and who better to learn from somebody in the Feywild who Ravenna has told you heals people for a living, pretty much. So as she's talking to you and just talking about the components of everything, she goes over several of them, like not so much Feywild flora and stuff that helps, but normal ones that you're going to find in your world. that can still be found here, but when you go back home or back to the other place, it's going to be more likely to find. The base ones for like common and lower end healing potions would be a lot of the life-giving berries, so and herbs, sun petal, bloodroot vine, Phelan swort are two of the most popular.
Wait, hold on.
No, you're fine.
What were it? So I have sun petal, bloodroot vine,
And Phelan swort. Phelan's wart. It's a weird spelling, so it's FAILONSWORT.
close enough.
And of course, things like aloe and things of that nature can help too. Are the like very common medicinal herbs, but those three are more on the stronger parts for the common ones. Purified water and liquids for base. This could be holy water, fresh spring water, or even distilled alcohol.
Who got the mini? Did you get the mini? Do you want bigger than a mini?
And then for healing essence in general,
You promise you like small little
A,
treats, or are you doing that because
concentrated
I don't have it
crystalline, usually in like a powder or a liquid.
The Wendy's frosted in lots, not even the junior, because it's too much.
Concentrated what? I'm sorry.
Concentrated
Get the
crystalline.
baby sizes? She was pretty good.
And powder.
Or liquid.
You wouldn't lie to me, would you?
And then you don't have to whisper.
Okay.
Also, like, so for the powder liquid, that could also be powdered semi-precious stone, like ruby or amethyst, stuff of that nature. Alchemical salts or fairy dust.
What was before fairy dust?
Alchemical salts. And then for the binding agent, to help hold everything together, honey, tree sap, or a common spice like mixed into a paste like ginger or mint.
You said the ginger mint if it was made into.
Which think of it like the binding agent. So if you like crush it up to be into like a paste or
A paste,
thing,
okay.
yeah.
So, binding agent, healing essence, and base. Are those the only three you've done so far?
Yes, so those are the main things that she gives you for now. As she kind of runs you through like the basic ingredients, she has bowls of each thing in there, letting you pick what you want. Now, did you get everything?
What show?
It's inside. I want you to sit here. I want you to try and make a potion. Do what I taught you. Use the different little bits of each thing and see how it goes.
Are there any particular amounts of each that I have to put in? Like so much of the base, so much of the healing essence?
It's usually measured out by feel. Because that's how I do. A lot of times you got to put a little bit of your own energy and everything in there. Now, make sure that it's not too much of the distilled alcohol if you use it. But aside from that, I feel like you're good enough with knowing some of these things in your way around herbs to figure it out. As she says, that it's going to take a little bit. Grandma has a very sped up, so to speak, way of making potions. So when you do it on your own, it's going to take a little longer. But she's doing, like, for teaching purposes, she's helping to speedline that process a little bit. So she kind of, you feel like this, almost like a bubble come over you for a moment. You feel like warmth inside of it, and it goes like the things behind you as she steps out becomes think of it like ambient noise just kind of goes away, and you can just really focus on what you're doing. And then she walks over to Darla. I need you to make a roll with your wisdom modifier plus your proficiency bonus.
Ugh. 9.
9. Alright. As Grandma walks over to you and says, "So, darling, I'm taking you like to make ale, mead? What would you prefer?"
Well, whatever you're willing to teach me, but would it be too advanced to figure out the recipe for that glimmer grog?
The glimmer grog. What are you used to making?
Well, I don't know if I'd call it mead more so than just hooch, but it's pretty short term with the yeast and the brewing supplies, rather than having a proper setup and letting it brew for the amount of time that it would make to make a proper ale.
So you pretty much have to make short form. Glimmer grog does tend to need a little more time to marinate. Let's see how you do. Maybe I can help you with that. Now, for glimmer grog, you need glimmer yeast spores. Only found here. And you also need some of those tart berries you find in the swamps. And then a little bit of swampwood root. That's swampwood root. Some of the, if you go out into the swamp area, Ravenna knows it pretty well. It's this tall herb-like flower that has a little flower at the top of it. Usually it's a purple, but it grows really close to the trees. That's it. But now it's more along the lines of the typical process in aging. This one you really have to let sit for quite a bit. I'm going to help you out, same way I did with Oak, though. Speed up the process just a smidge. I need you to do the same. Make a roll with your proficiency bonus and your... I'll let you choose between intelligence or wisdom.
I'm gonna go wisdom because that's a +1. Intelligence, -1. 15.
Yes. You know your way around typical brewing supplies. There's a little more intricate and exotic to a degree, but you figure out what you need to do, and you start your process of brewing and everything. As you're working on brewing it up, Or Grandma, Grandma leans close. It's like, can I ask you a personal question?
Feel free.
Your family, are they brewers?
They were.
Is that how you learned?
I'm watching. Yeah.
Why were you only made to watch?
Well, I mean, my father, he wanted to pass his skills down to the boys.
She like squints her eyes at that, like all of them start squinting. So typical. Son, lineage. What were you supposed to do?
Be quiet and look pretty.
Grandma's still not wearing her croc slippers. So you hear her like toes start clicking on the ground a lot. And she does that Ravenna thing, like lift the tongue over her teeth for a moment, but it's a little more disturbing with Grandma because it's not like a typical looking tongue. I'm gonna tell you something. One, you're beautiful, but you are not made to just look pretty. You remember what I told you last night?
Yes, Grandma.
The more and more I learn, the more and more true that is. I think you and my Ravenna have more in common than you think. And she just kind of takes a step back and, like, I'll be back in a second.
Grandma.
She walks out of the bubble, and similar with Oak, the ambient sound in the area just goes away for you, like help you focus on what's going on. Oak.
I checked, and I think I do have those kids.
So the first one that you make doesn't turn out great. You can kind of tell by the way, just the way it looks. Usually healing potions have like a pinkish or a reddish hue. This one turned into like more like a muddy brown. And she walks in and she's like, looks like you're really close. I'm gonna try again. You got time. So she's kind of running you through and showing you that she's like seeing what she watched you from the distance again. Spiders are here and there, so she can see. She's like, I noticed you didn't make the paste very like paste like for the ones, so just kind of get a ground in there more. Use that mortar and pestle really well. With the solvents and everything, just kind of let it sit in there for a little longer. Mix it up. When you mix it up nice and gently, not too fast, you want to get a nice steady blend. Let it go in there. Make sure you're thinking of good intentions. This is meant to heal people, not to hurt people. So make sure you're having positive vibes in this. Now, if you want to make poisons, that's a whole other story. We're not going to do that today. That's more advanced. So, again, make another check with the wisdom plus, and then also your proficiency bonus. Oh no, is it a 1?
No.
Okay.
It's the exact same as it was last time.
3 times the charm.
As you're sitting, and Grandma lingers a little longer this time, just watching you, what you're doing. And she asks, is there anything on your mind at all?
I suppose I'm worried about what we'll find when we go into my realm.
What are you worried about finding?
I don't know. Everything bad. And just the amount of danger that I'm putting everyone in to go in there.
Well, it's not just you. Corrid talked to you about needing to go in there too, right? So, Corrid's got to go over there. You've got to go over there. I already know that Ravenna's on board with both of you. I'm sure Darla is too. You guys are both going for specific, different reasons, but all of you continue to work together. I guarantee, at least from my observations, if Ravenna or Darla needed you to help them with something, you would.
Can you tell me more about the people that rule the Veil of the Eternal Dusk?
They're not big fans of natural emotion. They don't like to feel things too much. Or should I say also, they don't like to feel things in in ways that they can't control. If something threatens that, they usually get rid of it. That's all I'm gonna give for that. I feel like the rest of it's stuff you kind of need to figure out on your own when you get there. But as I told Corrid and Darla, be very mindful of your emotions when you go in.
So, like, have none or stay in positive?
It's impossible to have no emotions unless you have something put on you for it. There's ways to taper them or stump them, bury them deep down. My Corrid's really good at that, I've noticed.
Me too.
Though
I've noticed that.
Though she seems to have opened up quite a bit just from last night and yesterday.
We're wearing her down.
It's a good career to do so. So you can't. I think a problem with you is you don't feel enough of your emotions. I think you need to figure out why that is. Personal question, if you don't mind. When you found your family, your mother and father, how did you feel?
Obviously, deeply wounded and sad, but also angry, and felt guilty for not being there to help them.
Natural emotions. Do you allow yourself to feel them, or do you pull the cord and bury them deep down?
Bury them.
Have you talked to anybody really about it in the group?
Not really.
It's worth sometimes trying. No pressure right away, only when you feel it's right. I don't think you have anything to feel guilty of, though. Your family glamored you for a reason. They wanted to keep you safe, as it would seem. Because they weren't mean to you, right?
No, they were not.
So they wanted to keep you nice and safe.
But was it me that is the reason that they were targeted?
Whether it is or whether it isn't doesn't matter. They took that in on their own. You didn't force them. You didn't even know. They knew, if it was that, the risks. So you can't feel guilty for something you had no idea about. Now, I do feel like soon you'll get some more answers. It may be best, again, no pressure, not right away, but soon, in your travels maybe, to kind of get some of that pent-up thought and feeling out before you head to what your hospital learning is home, so it doesn't get used against you. While you're talking, and you're working while you're talking, and she's talking you through it, with the conversation of Grandma, how is it making you feel?
I'd say, I mean, logically it makes sense, so it probably makes her feel a little bit better.
I want you to make another check with your herbalism kit by your proficiency bonus and your wisdom modifier, both advantage.
Use a different dice. Oh, I didn't even
Don't
get it. Alright, I'll take this one. 15 plus 3 is 18, plus 2 would be 20.
As you're making and working on all the elements this time, and she's really helping focus and talk to you while you're doing it, and the potion gets to that perfect like reddish pink color this time. And the smell feels right, feels good. She's like, see, you gotta make sure you're putting the love and care into it. She's like, now. And she like gets the cork, puts it on top with her fingers. She's like, it's for you. You wanna try something more advanced?
Yes.
As she's they weren't gonna bark. As she gets some more ingredients out and onto the table. The advanced parts, she starts listening to you, so for some more advanced parts to do the higher end potions, like the graders, the superiors, the supremes. These ones are going to take a little more time to brew up, and also a lot more concentration to do so too. But so for the monster parts, she said for
You said monster part?
yes, for the potions. For the higher end potions, you need troll's blood, owlbear feathers, or griffin feathers. And for the troll's blood is for the regenerative healing capabilities they have. Oh, sorry. And then for the feathers, it's because of their powerful light forces.
Life force.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then the last monster part she gives you is dragon scales or dragon blood.
What's a griffin feathers?
It's the same as the owlbears.
Oh, okay.
That's for their powerful light force.
Okay. And then you said dragon scales.
Or dragon's blood. And that's for their supreme potency, but it also depends on the dragon's type. It's a door.
Okay.
And then she'll give you some rare flora, fungi. So moon petal, a flower that only blooms under a full moon.
Okay.
Dream root, a potent root that induces restful sleep and healing. And rare fungi that have high sugar contents. There's multiple kinds, but it's more along the lines of figuring out what kinds there are later on. final thing is a sacred or a magical component. Something like holy or blessed water.
Okay.
Or a drop of caster's blood, like a spellcaster's blood, or a spell component that is usually used for healing spells, like pinches of diamond dust or something of that nature.
Okay.
Now, she gives you the ingredients used for those kind of higher end potions. I want you to make another check with your rolling the dice, the wisdom bonus, and the proficiency bonus.
With advantage.
Not first time.
Alright. 10.
Okay. So as you are working on that one, she's going to step away. The ingredients on this one are definitely a lot more coarse to work with than the other ones, and more. You have to be very particular with the stability of it. So as you're working in on that one, Grandma walks back over to the darling, and she's like, "How you doing over here, darling?"
You tell me, Grandma.
Okay, so she comes over and takes what you have made. Just like turns for a second, like, not quite, not quite, but you're getting there. She goes and like takes a sip of it. She's like, "You want to try it?"
I mean, since you did, I will. Yeah, Grandma.
It's very, very sour, but also it's like sour at first. You know, when you eat those foods that like that have a nice kind of sweet punch for a second, then it gets real bitter. It's got that to it, and so you're like kind of like, yeah. It's like, so maybe hit the boiling point a little bit more and let it sit for a little longer. Get a nice even stir in there.
Gotcha.
She leaves you to go ahead and make another check for me with your rolling your, again, either wisdom or intelligence, and then your proficiency bonus.
18.
So this time, as you're working through it, she's just kind of watching over your shoulder a little bit, just watching you. Or actually, you should go, yes. Just kind of good. And you get to that point where it's just kind of sitting there for a second. She just gets kind of close again, not like laying down, just kind of right behind you. So, honestly, this marriage treated you well.
Yeah.
Grandma wants the tea.
Yeah. The opportunities that we've had to spend time have always been very good.
He was very quick to message in after I had opened the gate for him too.
Yeah, I noticed that. It was nice.
I am not too, as I've said, fond of that ham. So,
You know, you kind of seem to have a particular view of the world and the advice that you gave me. So, what What makes you dislike him?
I've dealt with a lot of his kind in my past.
Ravenna did say you guys were racist here.
Definitely not racist. I might have a talk with Ravenna on that
No, I
one.
would get Ravenna in trouble. I hope Ravenna ever says racist.
I mean, she meant it in a really nice way.
How do you say you're a racist in a nice way?
They just usually take more than they should. That's what it's line.
Okay. By force? By trickery?
A little bit of everything. Mostly trickery. Usually having you do some kind of deal with them. Either to give you their soul as a big one, or something in return. Coercing into doing acts for them. But he did not. He did not do anything to charm you. I can say that for a fact.
Well, I mean, maybe if I was another gal, he'd have to use coercion. But I am me, so I feel like it's my idea half the time.
What do you like about him?
Well, you know, we don't know each other too well, but there's it was all very
Can I hear this at all?
No.
Where's
the
bubble?
Damn it!
it was a level of real that I had not experienced in life, a level of sincerity.
Sincerity.
But also excitement.
She'll pussy for a second. I may not like him, but he's being sincere and he is helping you. I'll give him some more leeway to a degree. I swear, any type of funny business from him, he will root it.
I'll hold you to that, Grandma. He gave me a gift. He gave me a little present.
What's the gift? And she comes and touches. She can smell it.
I mean, maybe you should have sniffed it.
She looks at you and is like, "Is this what I think it is?"
Well, I'm no mind reader, but I would assume, yeah.
Sincere and sentimental. Not even an inkling of magic for it to be tracking you.
I didn't even think of that.
That's even more surprising.
You know, he's not even here, but it keeps winning brownie points.
You said you rolled an 18, right?
Mhm.
And she, like, make a perception check.
A 10.
Okay. Grandma walks away.
Oh no.
Grandma just walks away.
You're not done yet. It's still brewing and stuff, but no. It's just Grandma walks away. Walks back towards Oak. No. What was your total for the trick again? I think you said
10.
10. No, the last one was 20.
Yeah, we rolled.
Oh, never mind.
So she comes back over. It's like more difficult ingredients. Doesn't make sense. I don't feel like it's you this time as much as it is just honing the craft. And she gets a little bag out, like starts putting some things in there, and she gives you the pouch bag. She's like, there's enough of the common ones to make 3, and then there's enough of the special ones to make 2 of the higher level if you can get it right. And so she ties it up. She's like, go ahead and try making a few more of the normal ones, and then on your own time, practice with the more specialized. So for those 2, go ahead and make 2 checks with both for the next little bit to see if you can make 2 more commons. So again, not as advantage, but make 2 rolls with your proficiency bonus and your wisdom modifier again.
Okay, so that's even worse. Oh no. Yeah. Is that a 4? So yes. So yeah, that'd be 9.
He's need to
Come
go
on,
baby jail.
motherfucker. That's even worse.
Oh no!
I think you need to pull a couple of new D20s out of there.
Okay, so as you're taking the time to work on the other potions, a little bit of frustration for not getting that really good one, like the higher level one, though, because it would be really beneficial. You know, it goes you for more. It's a little frustration kind of bleeding into your potion making right now, and Grandma's just kind of standing and watching as you do. You're getting the routine down pretty well, and she's like, maybe it's time for a break. You're getting a little flustered, I feel. You don't want to make them when you are.
I agree.
And she just, like, she gave you that potion, or the components back. Like, just keep on the lookout for all of these ingredients, and on your typical time frame, it'll take you about a day to make that potion. So, like, a better part of a day. So, keep that in mind. And she, like, waves her hand, and the bubble that was around you falls. And she walks back over to, well, before that, you see her do something real quick on the table. Just, like, throwing some bits and bobs together into a thing and, like, stirring, and almost, like, effortlessly you see her, like, make something up into, like, this little vial. And she just holds it in her hand. And make a perception check as she's doing it. If you, because I feel like you would be watching her pretty intently making a potion.
Natural 20.
There you go. I wouldn't know that much.
Motherfucker.
When you're watching her make the potion, there's some ingredients that are, like, she's putting in. You see one of them being, like, it looks like ash, like she's, like, sprinkling into it. And one of them is a long strand of what looks like red hair. Actually, just drips in there. And it starts starting out.
My hair.
Oh, doesn't know this. But you see her do that. Cap off the potion. It's not the size. It's not like a big one. It's just like a small little. Think about the size of like in Lord of the Rings, the vial, like the light, your lantern was light. About that size. And she goes and girl walks back to where Darla is. Have you make that roll already? I don't know. I had you guys make a lot of rolls. I'm trying to remember if I had you make the roll for that one.
I thought so.
I also two.
And then you walked away, but you didn't tell her if she did good or not. But it was a good roll.
Yeah, I was waiting to see. Okay. I feel like it was a 15 if I remember correctly. We're going with 15. That's what I thought it was. So, as they're walking, if she walks back into the bowl, you can hear Grandma like come to you again. That one looks a little better. And she takes it and takes a sip of it. She's like, very close. Very close. And she hands it to you. And it's got the sweetness, that like sour, a little bit of the sour taste to it. You can feel a slight kick, but not quite to where it should be. And she does the same with like what Oak had and puts a lot of the components to a bag and hands it to you. Just keep practicing on your own. See where it goes. And the bubble's still up around you, and she does a big sigh. She hands you a little vial. That potion bottle. Don't drink it all at once. Sip a day. And give you a little bit of time to talk to him every day until it's gone.
Grandma. She, Darla, takes a deep breath, gives her a hug. Oh.
As you hug Grandma's real bony legs. She like you can feel like the arm which kind of like come down and like the long fingers like right.
All fucking 12 arms.
Just the two. Just the two big ones. Hey there, child. She you back away, and she does too. She just looks down at you and smiles. I got my eye on him now.
Okay, Grandma.
With that, she lowers the level for you. You see Oak's done with the potion making, and you are done with brewing for now. Is there anything else you both would like to do before the girls come back?
I can't think of anything.
Oh, did you ask her some questions about the veil of
I
eternal
did
dust?
not get a lot.
Okay, well, we'll talk about it later.
So, she leads you back upstairs, lets you both go up first, and as you're walking up, she like starts waving the globules away, so behind you starting to get dark each time you go up, but keeping you in the lightness. As
Yeah,
you're
well,
going
Darla's still hurrying up a little bit.
and getting you back up into the main fray. And Grandma just was like, I feel like they'll be home. It's like, want to help with dinner?
Yes.
Yeah.
So she leads to the kitchen and just asks you to do menial tasks in the kitchen while doing it. A lot of time while she's doing it, you just hear humming. Very, I get earlier, out of tune humming. It's like, it doesn't sound the best, but
It's better than tiptoe through the tulips.
so with that, Ravenna and Corrid.
I forgot we changed something.
Yes.
Oh, you bitch! What?
So as Ravenna and Corrid, you're leaving the house, and Ravenna's leading the way. It's not too far of a trek, but it's an easy one for you to get to. How would you go about doing this, Ravenna?
Well, two things. We can go either really fast or we could go really slow. Either way, there isn't necessarily a path to follow. You just keep going straight. And then we'll hit a clearing about a mile and a half down, straight through Grandma's back 40. Or what? Straight through Grandma's back 40. Like, all this land's hers. So, like, when I was growing up, I found that I needed to, like, let off steam a lot. So then I would just run, and then over time, like, Grandma helped me make a clearing. So then there's, like, all kinds of exercises and stuff that you can do back there. But it's, like, pretty private because no one goes back there since it belongs to Grandma. So it's like, it's kind of like where my quiet place is at.
Is there anything I should be worried about in these woods?
These ones, no. No, pretty much we're as safe can be.
Portal puzzle. No portal puddle.
No, I
Talking
haven't.
vines.
I don't think so. The craziest thing you might run into is like a tree trying to trip you. But it's like they just lift the root because they're kind of snarky like that. So like, if you go really fast, pay attention to like the high tree roots because sometimes they'll. Other than that, nothing too crazy. You want to race?
She's eyeballing.
And then, okay,
Are we there yet?
not even close.
Oh.
We got like a mile and a quarter.
Do you want to run before you get there, or do you want to run when you get there?
I want to run before we get there.
So racing.
Then I want to run during.
So, racing to the actual destination.
And then racing at the destination.
Ravenna.
Well, you can hit things at the destination. This one's just kind of like where I get the exertion out. You'll see Ravenna kind of like start like jumping. She's just kind of jumping like high kicks, getting herself
I'll move it up.
all limbered up for no reason.
It's fine.
Are you ready?
What's up?
Run it!
What's up, pose?
Ravenna takes off.
Just start running after.
Are you both going full speed?
No. No.
How fast are you? Would you be running?
Not running. It's like if you took like a jog and a run and like went 75% to the run from the jog.
Are you?
She's about like going 30 feet per speed. Kind of like looking back at Corrid.
Well, I don't like that because bitch, 30 feet is my max. You're a bitch.
So,
Fine, she'll like look back at Corrid and she'll just like slow way down.
So are we like in a clearing right now and
Right
then
now.
we're getting to the woods
Yeah.
and then there's a clearing?
right now you're mostly at a clinic.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, so I'm not gonna worry about shit yet.
You're, going forth. You've seen Ravenna move in combat, but never got to see her. So she's moving like maybe you might see her sometimes. A little bit of speed. You know she's fast. But she kind of meets you on your path. You guys are going a little under your highest walking speed, so to speak, in a jog.
She's just like locked in.
And Ravenna's like, she's like keeping pace beside her, and she's just kind of like looking at her. What are you doing?
What?
This is me helping you get some of them high stresses out. Now, come on. And like Ravenna like gives her a hard like friendly like
Pat on the back.
pat on the back.
So big old
And then
four.
Ravenna like will take off just enough.
So, Ravenna speeds up ahead of you a little
She'll speed up a little bit.
bit. Would you get to the point where you're starting to... So going past your 30 and then dashing a little bit?
Yeah, I guess.
So how... speed-wise, where are you at? Perfect feet.
I'm gonna say like, how fast is Corrid going right now?
Well, she's dashing a little bit ahead, so but not going full dash.
Yeah.
I'd say probably about 40, maybe between 40 and 50.
Ravenna's gonna give her like 100 feet to make her feel good about herself.
Okay.
So she's like, oh, there's my Corrid. Okay. Come on, let's get her going. And she's like trying to think of some things that she could talk shit to her in her head to like get her moving. Because from what she can remember, even in the last month, she hasn't seen Corrid just run. And she's still learning things about Corrid, but she's assuming like maybe like for her, when she gets to just blast off and fucking run, she feels better. So she's trying to get Corrid to kind of like open up like the wind and just kind of like let the worries go. She's like having this inner monologue. And then Ravenna like catches up to her. Now I know you can do better than this. And then she bolts. She's going to do her full 60.
So,
60!
So as Corrid is doing her little over a dash, you see Ravenna catch up easily. Say that to you and just go. Like she's at first it's slow because you're going like 40 to 50, but it's like you see that she's like steadily getting further away from you. How does Corrid react to it?
Okay. And I feel like at this point now maybe she'll start going like as fast.
So dashing like your full 60.
Yeah.
So okay. So Corrid picks up the pace.
She looks a little, like the fucking Get Out guy. Like.
Yeah.
Okay. Ravenna can see that, right? Like she's looking back.
If you look back,
And
you see
then
it.
Corrid's finally matching her pace. And then she just kind of looks at you. And she's looking at you from the side like this. And then... trying to think of the really cool way to say it. But she's just going to say it. Because she's not good at it. She's going to go... Let those feelings blast into the wind as you run. And then she's gonna go, let it out. And then she's gonna dash. And as she goes, she's gonna go, let's go, my Corrid. And then she's running.
So-
She's dashing.
As Ravenna says that, you really feel it. You feel that wind. Let the wind help you get it out. And she's on my core. And then she dashes. It's like almost like a blur for a moment how quick it is when she just dashes ahead. Like where you're at right now, and you're going that pace of 60. She doubles. It's like going straight towards it. You guys right now. You guys are getting pretty close to the tree line. And you see her dash like straight to where the tree line is, and like
Does she keep going?
you can go.
She is actually gonna attempt to hide from Corrid and do some monk shit and climb up into her trees and see if she can
So easily
see
enough.
if she can fuck with Corrid.
You're
a
gonna be
little
able to do that. I won't. Just give me an acrobatics check.
bit.
The cord is locked onto you.
Uh-huh.
Like she's gonna see that, right?
She's going on 120 feet.
She's got
I'm also a wolf.
For 6 seconds. into a forest clearing that you're like a quarter mile away from.
Okay.
Right now. So you have a perception check. It should be very different, but she's gonna have a hide like a self check too. That's why she's gonna die.
This makes me so sad. 17.
For acrobatics?
Yeah.
That's good. And then I need you to give me a self check. That one I would say at advantage because you know the scores.
I want to use the unicorn. Poop dice. Ooh, fuck yeah. You said stealth?
Yeah.
So 25.
25. Okay. Or make your perception check.
Well, she's gonna be sniffing.
Make your perception.
I know your smell.
Yeah. You get advantage at smell check. Smell checks.
I get advantage?
Yeah, because
God, please, God, give me the other one. That's it. That's cocked. That's cocked. That's cocked. Come on. Okay, the other one was better. Alright, that's fine. You said, fuck you.
what was the total?
Dirty 20.
Oh, that's so close. As you get to the woods,
Can I at least tell she's up now?
no. Like, because you don't know when she would have climbed them. She didn't just, like, jump up in. She went into the clearing and then did her
But
thing.
I can smell her higher in there. You know how goblins...
But she can't because she be behind her. So, during the run to the woods, how frustrated is Corrid? Is she frustrated?
She's not really frustrated. I wouldn't say she's frustrated.
Okay, what is she
But
saying?
now Ravenna's not here, so she's sitting there like huffing and puffing in these fucking woods. Where did Ravenna go? So she's not gonna say anything, but she's gonna like look around. She's gonna listen.
As you're for those checks that you do have right now, you're walking through the woods, Ravenna. You can hear Corrid's snaps of some of the trees, like the twigs on the ground, but mostly you can smell and see her walk through.
It's like up in the tree. So quiet. And like she's pulling like her eyes are glowing really vibrant and she's waiting for Corrid to like show her her back.
Oh my god.
So you continue walking in. Just kind of looking around. You're really trying to listen, but there's nothing happening right now. So Corrid's back would eventually get there if she's walking.
Okay. What she's gonna do.
Yeah, what is she gonna do?
What she's gonna do is she's gonna be like really quiet and kind of like get like into her spider climb, and she's gonna kind of like Corrid can't see it, but Ravenna can, so she's having fun. She kind of like goes down the tree head first, and she like spider climbs down, but then she'll like go to like the side of the tree, and then she's gonna like parkour herself off the tree. So like she's gonna skitter down with her head and kind of like just look around for Corrid, and then she's gonna kind of like, when you think of like a snake going down a tree, it kind of coils. She's gonna do that, and then when she sees like Corrid facing away from her, she's gonna like lean down, and then she's gonna bounce off, and she's gonna go for Corrid's shoulders.
Okay. But the balance off part, I need you to make another stealth check.
Yeah, come on.
With advantage! With advantage!
Because you're in your home territory. Corrid, you need to make your... If you're doing...
Oh man.
What?
I got a rut row and a 4.
Oh no!
Thank God he had advantage.
God damn it! So 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
That's still pretty good with that. Well, roll.
Not with Corrid.
What's your
Did you
total?
get the same?
Hold on. What am I doing?
Perception?
Okay, it's gonna be better than that. I rolled 2 8s. What's 8 plus 6?
14?
14. That's your answer.
So, you hear the sound coming from behind you. with how quick you are, pretty much, if you heard the sound behind you, what would you do?
Oh, she's turning.
So she would turn, but the moment you turn, you see Ravenna like lurching, like it would be right when you're about to grab onto her shoulders.
Okay.
So you would see her face on instead of back.
So she doesn't like headbutt her. She's gonna like move herself and like kind of do this crazy like somersault in the air and like grab a hold of Corrid's shoulders and like kind of like somersault off of them.
So as you see her, Ravenna's like bulleting towards you. She gotta like grab your shoulders, but it's easily enough for what you do. You can like not so much climb, but like use the weight and like flip over her and land back on the other side of her on your feet. So what are you doing after that? Like you see Ravenna facing you, flipping over your body. So what would Corrid be doing as Ravenna's doing that?
Turn around.
And then Ravenna's kind of like huffing there for a minute, and like a little bit of sweat runs down her. Did you run like the wind?
Apparently not.
You think too goddamn much. You need to loosen up. And then she's gonna. How far away from the clearing?
From the clearing right now, I would say you guys are about 30 to 40 feet.
Okay. Come out! And she like grabs Cora's forearm and like starts pulling her in.
So, are you doing a clearing on the inside of the woods or the outside of the woods? Like where you came from, or the one where it goes to like your training?
The training ground.
Okay, that one would be.
Yeah,
more
we're not
about,
heading towards Grandma's.
That one would be more like 100 feet. Then.
Okay.
Because it's a little bit more inside the woods. Which still wouldn't take too long.
No,
For 6
not at
seconds.
all. Yeah, for 6 seconds. She'll just walk her the rest of the way, but she'll just still have like a hold of her. Be like, listen, don't give me that look. Okay? You are in your brain a lot. And when you run, a lot of the feelings in your head disappear for about 10 seconds.
Only 10.
Unfortunately, that's all I've been able to get rid of it a little bit.
You need to climb some trees.
I can. Do you want to climb trees with me?
No.
Well, what do you want to do?
I'm just following your lead.
Well, you didn't do a very good job. You're supposed to run like the wind.
When did you get so fast?
I want to say I got really fast when I was a teenager. There was just one day, it was just a really bad day, and what I find when I run and I can break myself open and it's nothing but me in the ground, there's something about fully like filling your chest with your lung air and you're just running until it burns. I started doing that probably around the time I was maybe about 16, 17. And then here lately, I've noticed with my karambit change and then a few other things, I've gotten faster. So the first time I got to go running when we first got to Grandma's house, I realized that I could go really fucking fast.
So what changed?
I'm not sure. Being able to move quick always meant a lot to me. I don't know why. Because I knew it was something that I was good at. I'm good at being quick. I can't fucking hear a thing, but I'm good at being quick. But I think with everything that is going on, I think somehow my body's like, this is something that you need to train for. Because I don't think not everybody can move as fast as I can, and hopefully that's going to give me an advantage on being able to help you guys if we ever get in a scrape.
I don't think anybody's as fast as you.
Maybe. But how does your, and like Ravenna's gonna like come up close to Corrid, not even thinking about it because she's just trying to give her like this pep talk. But like Ravenna comes up like real close and she like puts her hand like on your chest, not in like a pervy way, but like over the heart chakra kind of, yeah, like
I'm gonna hold your boobies when I tell you this.
oh, I'm gonna hold you. You say it with your whole chest. But she's like gonna put like her hand like on your chest and be like, I of course have questions, but I figured before we get into like running, parkouring, sparring, jumping around, talking, and you answering. Running always made me feel better, and I thought maybe it might help you too with just those thoughts that don't mean nothing, and you just get rid of them. Some thoughts need to stay, but not all of them.
Maybe we can give it another try.
Sounds good to me. Like Ravenna's like gonna keep leading her to the clearing.
Within that time frame, as you guys were talking and everything, we would have made it to the clearing. So we're describe the clearing.
So when you get into this clearing, it's all grass, but think about like an athlete's, like you can tell that she's made like different size like training dummies out of like moss and like old trees, and she's wrapped them in vines and stuff so they can pack a punch. So there's probably about like 5 of them in various different sizes and shapes around. And then you'll see like there's like an outer track that's just kind of like probably about maybe only a half a mile when you go around the whole circumference. And then on the outside, you just have green, lush trees that create like this barrier to like give you the illusion that you have privacy. And then like you'll just see like little mounds and stuff, but mainly it's a lot of like cardio, and you can like see spots where she's probably like ran in place, and like there's like the grass is flattened in that area, maybe a little bit of mud's there, but that's pretty much it. There's not a ton back here, but she'll like come in and she'll stretch, but what she'll do is she'll like run and like bounce herself up, and then she'll kind of like perch herself on the largest mannequin and kind of think like an acrobat that somehow like in Cirque du Soleil they like landed on their partner's shoulders, and right now she's kind of like one knee is on the shoulder, so it's like near her head, and the other one's kind of like dangling around its neck. So she kind of just sat herself, and she's just kind of looking at you. She's kind of kicking her leg a little bit.
It's a different element for you.
Being home's weird. I don't have to hide myself here. I like that.
It suits you.
Well, thank you. Now, I did notice something. Do you ever just shift for fun?
No. There's nothing really fun about it.
Have you ever just shifted and you just ran as hard as you could until your chest gives out?
thought about it.
And then, like, kind of Ravenna, like, looks at you, and she'll put her other knee down, and she's kind of like, she has this mannequin's head, like, in between her legs, and she's kind of, like, kicking her legs, and she, like, sits herself, like, on, like, she perches her head on top of, its head, and she goes, have you ever fully embraced yourself?
After the talks that we've had today, I think the answer would be not in that way. It's complicated.
And, like, Ravenna kind of, like, cocks her head for, like, just kind of, like, cocks her head to the side, and she just kind of looks, and she, like, scrunches her nose. What makes it complicated?
My life as a wolf. My father, my brother, it's been tinged.
Kind of from, like, because of the outside folk, like, the judgmental parts of it.
Pain. Feeling inside. The worry, one day I might lose myself. There's a lot.
And Ravenna, like, with that, Ravenna kind of, you just, she kind of stands up on that guy's shoulders, and, like, she just gracefully, like, jumps down, and it's like, you would think, like, if I jumped down, I'd break both my ankles, but she's just like, as fine as she walks forward, and she goes, I'm going to ask you some questions, and you don't have to answer if you don't want to, so there's no pressure. With what you do, what, do you mind me asking, like, what is it that you do for an occupation?
Whatever is available. Jobs, trekking, mercenary.
And what was it that you mostly tracked? Like, did you have, like, a theme? Or was it kind of like any job that came ahead? You were just kind of like a mercenary, kind of like almost what Darla did, like helping the mage, helping other people in Frosthurst, and like different things like that. This is probably a secret I don't know if I should tell you yet. I don't think you should hide yourself on who you are. Because there might be a tinge. But was it a tinge because of what Dad did? Like, did he just go away?
He just never came back.
Did you ever try and find him?
I was a kid.
Well, so Dad left. Was Mom also a werewolf? So it was bloodline from Dad. Okay. So, in a way, I'm allowed to say this because I am one. You're kind of like a half-breed like me, right? Ravenna just kind of stands there for a minute, and she's kind of like,
Can't you elaborate?
not yet. I'm nervous. And she kind of like shakes herself around. She like Like she just kind of like stomps her foot and she like walks around Cora like she's stalking her, and she's kind of like, Corrid. She just kind of like, she'll like somersault and she's gonna like Peter Pan herself back up onto the top of the mannequin's head.
Oh.
What would be so bad if you embraced the scary part of you?
Maybe I might like it too much.
What's so bad about that?
I said I don't want to lose myself.
Well, we won't let that happen.
Say that.
I'll punch you in the nose. Yeah. And she kind of like,
Probably survive that.
I would. Does that happen a lot? Like with like werewolf folk? Like you're not who you are? Like if you shift too many times? Like what makes you think you're gonna disappear?
It's more the mentality of it. And I don't know any other werewolves.
Has Ravenna met any other werewolves in her lifetime? Well, maybe on our travels we'll meet some. But I feel like I can say with confidence, I don't think that. Well, I guess when like the full moon comes out and stuff, is that stereotypical? Is that like ooh, no silver and no full moon kind of thing? Does that happen?
To an extent.
Now, when you full moon it, do you remember who you are?
For the most part.
And then when you wolfify, you remember who you are. So what makes you think you're going to lose yourself?
Like I said, it's more the mentality of it.
What does that mean? And she kind of like looks at you.
It's a very solitary feeling. More animal than human.
That makes sense. I can understand that. That's happened to me twice.
What?
I had 2 accidents, and I kind of went full animal, but I came back to myself. So like Ravenna's just trying to like piece it together in her head, and she's trying to like get into like Corrid's mind to see like how well she can understand. Okay. Well, would it help? Obviously, we're not going to let anything bad happen to you. Now, if like you go all wolfy form and like the moons kind of do their crazy stuff and you come after us, I might have to punch you in the nose, but you'll come back. I won't hurt you if anything happens, but I think that. So it hurts when you shift every time? Like bad?
I'm used to it now.
So, like, is it the more you do it, the more, like, you're still uncomfortable, but the less the pain kind of goes? Like the more, kind of like the more you use it, you lose that pain?
You never really lose the pain. You just wear it differently.
Well, this is my training ground. Is there anything you want to do?
It's your training ground, you tell me.
Well, I think it would be healthy for you to shift and run. But if it hurts, I can understand that. You can hit. This is old Harold here, and she like points to like the big old mannequin head that she's sitting on. This is my strongest one. You could see what you could do to Harold. Maybe let some aggression out. Because I feel you got some in there, and maybe need to let some out.
A little bit.
A little bit. A little bit.
Should probably take a look around. Is it pretty bare?
She's more of a cardio bunny than anything.
Yeah. I feel like after like a second of looking around, I don't know, she might start to like, I don't know, think about it. Taking off a shoe, maybe another shoe. Undoing the drawstring to her pants.
It's really freeing, isn't it?
Did she did you really say that?
Yeah.
Okay.
As you start to do your typical ritual, your routine of shedding the layers and everything, make a perception check.
That's pretty good.
19.
19. You're starting to do it, and like, you know what you were taught, how you were told to throughout your life. But you hear a voice come to you, not from the outside, but from the inside. It's not Meredith. And when it comes to you, just let it break up. No routine. Just let it go.
Right. I think with that, okay, so she'll take off her shoes and stuff. And I'm assuming that she's wearing like a bra, but it's like bandages. Like that's just kind of how I envision her. So you'll see her kind of like take off her shoes. She's still wearing her pants, but she like slips off her shirt. You know, and you can start like kind of like roll on her shoulders and stuff, and she kind of like digs her feet and like her toes and stuff into the earth. And then, I wonder what would be like the most comfortable way. She'll take like a deep breath, and you probably see her start to like. It's pretty slow, you know, like with her breath in, you know, as she kind of like breathes out, like you can see like her shoulders start to like roll a little bit more, and she kind of like hunches a little bit because she probably would have turned her back to you, like looking at the woods and stuff, and you start to see her like her spine start to like pop, stretch, and you know. And she's probably making like a little noise, but it's not like a noise of pain. It's more so just like a I don't know, like a hum almost. But similar to how she did it like the first couple times, like that'll start to slowly turn into like a more like guttural noise. And it's not quick and it's not like super slow. I don't know, she's just kind of like letting it happen. I don't know, it's like almost like rolling off of her.
with that blast check being so high, you hear just wrong. Now,
So once she's pretty much all the way shifted. Like her feet are still like her paw. Her like feet are in the ground. She'll like lean over because she's mostly bipedal. But she's still able to like run on all fours. But you can like see her like dig her claws into the ground now, and she's just like feeling the earth. And she probably takes like a deep breath. More so like, I don't know, taking it in a new set of lungs. And then she'll just, I don't know, she'll go ham.
as you get mostly shifted, everything's coming out like you normally would. Hearing that voice is like, you can insight check. See if you can relate. Obviously, you know who it is. Different advice than you were given. But as you're shifting, and you're just letting it happen more, as he says, he just tells you to run. Just before you're about to be finished, you just look off into the woods. The way that it feels when you're not bracing for it almost feels like it's more liberating, more quick. Still painful, but it's almost like you acclimate better towards it because you're letting your muscles move and everything as it's finished. Like a shift is finishing, you feel like the pain from the shift isn't near as intense as when you're just sitting there embracing it and expecting it. But as you're running through the woods, how do you do so?
Oh, all fours. You know, and she's like breathing heavy, but it's not like a strained type of breathing. It's more so like, again, like she's taking all of that in. Like breath, air, energy, just everything in her lungs. And she's going quick. And she, like, not necessarily to be destructive, but like, she'll even use like trees and stuff to like kind of propel herself as well. You know, she's kicking dirt. Just kind of not necessarily going anywhere in particular, just like you had said earlier, just like going forward. She's just going forward. And so I don't know. I feel like she's almost just kind of like spacing out almost. It's like tunnel vision. She doesn't have a destination. She's just making sure she don't hit trees.
What would Ravenna do when she takes off?
So what Ravenna would do is she would kind of, like as Corrid was shifting, like what Ravenna would do is she would almost kind of like, again, like Peter Pan herself up onto like Harold's shoulders and like get ready for like a spring. And then like she's going to smile to herself and then she's going to also mumble to herself. And she's going to say, she's not laughing. She's going to say, atta girl Corrid. And then she's going to bolt after Corrid. And what she's going to do is she wants to match Corrid's pace, but give her like a good like 10 to 15 like span of like distance between them. But what she's almost kind of like thinking about, this is going to sound bad, but I don't mean it to, like kind of like when you have like the guard dogs and they're herding sheep and they're taking them away from like bad things. So she's kind of like thinking of it as like she's helping. She wants to go with Corrid and like she's kind of like when she gets beside her, she's just going to be like, keep going, Corrid, keep going, let it go. And then just follow Corrid and like kind of like guide her with any like as she's like springing off of trees, like making sure she doesn't fall into like a gorge or a hole and like just like anything that could like pop up. Like she's kind of like guiding that. Have you ever seen this pops in my head for some reason, those motorcycle races where the second person
Mm.
is the one that leans the vehicle.
Mhm.
That's what she's trying to do to Corrid, but like letting Corrid be free and breathe and let it go, but also keep Corrid safe.
Are you letting Wolf free more?
She's very instinctual right now.
So, as you're running to catch up with Corrid, pretty easily, but you definitely notice that she's picked up some speed. You see her not like climbing the trees, but like padding off the trees, like between trees, one thing, just bolting through. You see her springing off of one, jumping in, like kind of clawing onto one and jump. Just really that instinctual werewolf-like nature. Werewolves do climb. They run, they spring off things, they use their surroundings around them to do whatever they can do to gain the advantage on everything. Make a wisdom check for me.
Oh god.
Wisdom save.
Oh, that's a natural 20. Okay.
23. So as you are running in that form with obviously your senses more heightened, you can hear the footsteps of Ravenna now getting close. Whenever she's like hurt, like not actually hurting, but like you see her trying to help direct and making sure that you're safe. You see her Corrid like glance over for a quick moment. First time getting to like really see her face. That's all black fur, and in her eyes, typically when you've heard of wolves and stuff, they have more of the amber colored eyes or a different form. And what you've seen with Nelker was red. Corrids are almost all black, very dark. Almost brown to a degree, but so dark that you couldn't really tell on the iris parts. But she kind of glances over at you and just continues going, doing what she's doing. Now, would you be doing this until you pretty much feel sputtered out?
I'd say so. As long as Ravenna doesn't. I don't know.
I would keep you safe. I would let you
Yeah.
keep running as long as I would keep you safe.
It has been, actually, you've never really let the wolf out in this way. It's always been controlled. It's always been out of necessity more than anything. And it's always been, if it is controlled, in isolation. Never really allowing yourself to spread your wings, so to speak. Being a wolf. It's always Corrid. It feels very freeing to do this. You're obviously not normal Corrid right now, but just that burning in your lungs, even in this form, that weight in your chest that you may normally feel, even in this form, is kind of fading a bit. You just feel like you're at home, where you're supposed to be, doing what you're supposed to, freeing yourself up from all restraints. So you do this for a good half hour. Just really running, getting everything out. And then finally, Ravenna, when it gets close to that half hour mark after that first 10 where you're going for, you see her, like, when she's springing off of things, starting to, like, lower head speed and just come to that, like, heavier panting that would come from a wolf or a dog. You lead her back towards the clearing area.
Mm-hmm.
And as she comes, you get in there, Corrid, you don't fall to your knees, but you're, like, in that, like, bipedal form and all hunched over and just, like, heavily breathing.
Mm-hmm.
So, Ravenna, leading her back in. Corrid's in the clearing, hunched over, a bit taller now. She gained pretty much a good foot, almost foot and a half when she just shifted into this form. Definitely bulkier, brawn in size. Still got the more slender waist and abdomen though. I don't even know if we have it on deck to show.
Ah!
I didn't know if you were 100% doing it today.
Oh.
But regardless, you see Corrid standing in the clearing, just relaxed, or as relaxed as she can be after such a run, and huffing and puffing. How do you proceed?
Ravenna's gonna come up to her and, not just be like normal Ravenna. She's gonna like come close to her, and then like you said, she's kind of like down and she's like haunched, but her like would you say like her head is like done like this kind of thing?
Oh no, she's staring straight at you.
Oh shit, okay. I was hoping she was looking down. Fine, okay. Ravenna's gonna come, walking straight. Not straight at you, but almost kind of like from the side.
Okay.
That way it's like you're not looking at her straight on, you're still looking at her, but she's kind of like, I'm gonna come to the side a little bit.
Okay.
And then, she's gonna kind of like, she's probably about 5 feet away from me right now, because she's still kind of like, all right, here we go. She did it. And then she's gonna like kind of lean down, kind of like onto her haunches, and put her elbows like on her knees, and just kind of be like looking at Corrid and just kind of taking it all in, just like looking at all of the muscles and shapes and lines of her body, because like, holy shit. And then she'll kind of like lean down and look at her and be like, feel better?
She's still like panting, sort of like not like very like
deep.
Yeah, deep breaths.
Like that growling breath, like you're letting it out. Kind of.
Yeah. And she'll just dip her head. Big fat fucking dog head. She just dips it.
Okay. And then she's gonna like she's gonna come in closer and kind of like she's still feeling Corrid out. But just kind of like getting closer, but almost like kind of like a curiousness where she's like on her like knees, but like on her toes, where she's like leaning down, like, there's my girl.
There I am.
Damn, you're badass.
What'd you call me?
Badass.
Oh.
What'd you think she said?
A badass.
Well, that too.
She got a dumpy.
But like she'll kind of like come like, and just kind of like get just a little bit closer, but still like cautious because of the things that Corrid was saying. And she'll kind of like, she's gonna like lean out, like kind of like stick her hand out, like not treating you like a dog, but like just like this is Corrid in wolf form, like just seeing, like putting her hand out to see if like Corrid will take it or move towards her, like not in like a condescending way.
So how
like,
far away is your hand?
I'm probably a good like 2 feet from you, kind of. Like,
How far away is your hand though?
but I would still say about maybe like 1.5 feet,
Okay. Okay, hold on.
just to see if she'll come the rest of the way, kind of thing.
So she'll probably lean up a little bit. So she's not that much hunched over. So like she's a little taller. But I feel like at this point kind of towers. And she, she'll probably sniff the hand. And I don't know. She'll probably like, I don't know, take her hand and nudge it away. Just kind of close the distance. But she's like towering over me.
And like Ravenna will like move her body to where she's like on her haunches. Because are you still down low, or did you stand all the way up?
Probably not standing all the way up. But I would say kind of close to it.
Okay. So like Ravenna is gonna like, I'm assuming like with her posture, if Ravenna kind of like, instead of like being hunched over on her haunches, like she's on her, like sitting on like her tippy toes and just kind of leaning back on the heels a little bit. And she like is looking up, and then she'll kind of like touch the under of like the not the snout, but like
Underneath the jowls area?
like right here.
Okay.
Like, so she's kind of like, if it was like a human head, she would kind of be like touched like underneath this way. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like this.
Mm-hmm.
And like Ravenna's trying to keep eye contact, but she's nervous as hell. But like this kind of thing.
And as soon as the hands touched, you could probably see her flinch a little bit. Just a teensy bit. And she's gauging your reaction.
Ravenna stands there. She's not petrified, but she's also like trying not to do quick moves on her.
Yeah.
Quick moves on her.
She seems pretty chill after flinching.
Oh yeah.
Okay. So she'll probably hesitate for a second, but just this much. You can feel her like just kind of like, I don't know, like relax a little bit.
Rest her hand, like her
Yeah.
hand in her hands.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. And so she's gonna do that and kind of like not give her scritches, but kind of like because she's big, so I would assume like, you know, with Ravenna's little hands, it's like, you know, her just like kind of like almost like caressing the fur like in a really nice way, and then she just like kind of like turns her head a little bit and she's looking at like one of her just like your eyes, but really focusing on your eyes. And then Ravenna will just kind of look at him and she'll just kind of go, like, kind of scrunch her nose, and she's like thinking really hard, looking at the eye and both of her eyes, and she'll go, I was right, but I'm gonna say instead of just the blackest obsidian that I've ever seen, I'm gonna say you have a beautiful golden sheen into that obsidian. She didn't say it very well. She's gonna like compliment her eyes and be like, those aren't just obsidian, those are, got a little bit of gold in them. And then she'll be like, I don't think you have anything that you need to hide from. I think that you need to embrace this because it's beautiful. She says it so much more elegantly.
So I feel like at that, like, it's more so like in her eyes. Like you can see them like almost like widen a little bit. Like her ears are definitely like focused towards you. But when you say that, they like flatten for like a split second. I think that might have jolted her just enough to where she's your hand's still on her?
Yeah.
Okay. She's gonna let herself like just kind of like feel her hands on her again. So like you can like feel her kind of like soften a little bit more. But then she's gonna turn away.
And like Ravenna will like kind of step back and give her like space.
And at that point, I think she's gonna let herself kind of like shift back.
Corrid turns away for a moment and lets herself just go back to the normal form. Corrid, as you go back to your normal form, it's a little different this time than you're used to. It's still painful. You still got the shifting and popping of the bones and muscles and the readjusting of all your structure inside. You don't feel like it's crippling to the point where you have to fall down to the ground. You don't feel like you are debilitated or like so overtly tired from the shift because for the first time in your life, really, you completely let it free. You didn't try to stifle it. You didn't try to hide it. You didn't try to keep the beast tamed, so to speak. You let it free. You embraced who you are, your true nature. So when you shift back to yourself, you gotta stretch out a little bit. Maybe loosen your joints and your muscles, feeling back in, but you feel nowhere near as sore and tired as you normally do. You feel good. You feel, even with the weight of everything, this little bit of an adventure, an excursion, this shift into this form that you've hidden for so long and really embraced it for a good portion of an hour. You feel like you are finally finding yourself a little bit, and all that emotional weight you've been holding is just kind of gone for a little. Obviously it's still there, but it's one of those moments where you get the, like Ravenna said, and you run and you get that 10 seconds of clarity, but right now you just feel really good. You don't have all this stuff weighing on you right now.
With her back still turned, she takes like another big deep breath in. She probably like looks up to the sky too and just kind of closes her eyes and just feels it. And after a second, she'll turn back around. She'll look at you. And I would say they were, I don't know, maybe farther apart than we are now.
Yeah, Ravenna would have stepped back, giving her some breathing room.
15, 20 feet.
Yeah, she's probably instead of sitting on top of Harold, she's probably just leaning against Harold.
Okay. But she'll look at you and she, I don't know. I don't want to call it guilt, but I don't know, almost uncertainty.
Apprehension.
I don't know, almost I don't know. She almost looks like a kid. I don't know. But she'll look at you. Do you mean it?
Which part? I'm just kidding. I mean everything.
And she'll nod, but she'll look down. You can see her just tiny, little. tiny baby smile, But she's looking down. You can't really see it that well.
And she'll as she's looking down, she'll be like, "You feel better?"
I think I have to stop doubting you.
I've been
stuff.
telling you that for a while now. I'm just kidding. I appreciate you saying that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad that you feel better.
What other magical tricks does this place have up its sleeve?
I have a feeling quite a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It wouldn't surprise me.
Here?
Oh, here? No, it's pretty much just Harold.
Where are you at?
She's still leaning against Harold, kind of not her arms crossed, but kind of holding her elbows, her elbows, and just feeling really relaxed. She's relaxed because as Corrid ran, she got to run, and she was able to sprint her 120 for a while, so she got an opportunity to run. So she's still just leaning against Harold, just really relaxing into it.
She's pretty relaxed too, I'd say. See what you mean about being perfect.
Mm-hmm. It's something about it here. You can ground yourself in the other world, but when you ground yourself here in the Feywild, there's just something different about putting your feet in the dirt. You're welcome. Are you ready to head back?
How many times? Technically, I can do it plenty of times.
I would say probably one more. I give you leeway on how long you were shifted on that one. It wasn't really for hours. You really expended a lot of time in it. You feel good, but also kind of drain away some of the energy. I could see you do it one more time.
Nice.
Of course.
She didn't do that.
Ravenna like bounces herself off a Herald and she just kind of like jumps a couple of times and then she's just like, all right, ready? And then she points them both in the way of Grandma's and she'll just be like, just keep going straight.
She'll like look at you. She'll like look behind you.
Ravenna will be like,
And then she's going.
Question. You're shifting on the run, right?
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to shift as you run?
Fuck yeah.
So, as you are, you do that, you give the double take to Ravenna, and she's like, huh? And then just fold off. As soon as you hit the tree line, you listen to the words that you're given. No routine, no ritual. It comes so naturally right now because of how you're feeling. You don't even really feel the shifting and popping of the bones anymore. It's just almost like that. You just shift in. Brief pain for a moment, but it just all comes in naturally. You're just bounding on all fours right now. You see Corrid just hit the tree line, mass of fur, and just bounding on all fours towards Grandma.
she chuckles to herself, looks at her imaginary watch.
Come on.
She'll wait 10 seconds and then she'll dash.
You make good headway because you get some speed up. So you get 90 feet up.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're dashing, you're up there quite a bit. Feeling really good. Don't see Ravenna, don't hear her at all. Takes a few seconds. And then you start to hear it easily where like you hear the padding of her feet hitting the ground, getting closer and closer and closer to you. By the time you hit the clearing, Ravenna, you would be like right at the Corrid's back. There was a few times where you had to go and do some maneuvering around where Corrid, like, as good as you are at that, Corrid gets a little bit of advantage on that, and sort of because she can launch herself off the trees with all that brute force of her legs, so she got up there a bit. But then the moment that you hit that clearing, it's just so you keep full speed.
How much clearing do we have before we hit Grandma's backyard?
A bit. So I'd say a good sprint for about 5 to 10 minutes.
I think what she'll do is she'll match Corrid's pace.
So as you break through the clearing, you're like, I'm getting her. And then here comes Ravenna, but she stops and matches your pace. And as you see Ravenna run up right beside you, Corrid still bounding on all fours. Anything else before running into Grandma's?
I don't think so.
You see her growling, but not like a mean growl. Like, you know when you rile at the dog too much?
She's like, and what she'll do is like every time kind of like not being like me here, man, kick your butt and racing. She's gonna like every time like Corrid like launches herself off of a tree, Ravenna matches that launch on foot. So she's literally like neck and neck the whole time with Corrid.
As you're running towards the grandma, it's getting closer and closer. Nice little tandem run together. Getting the rest of that exercise in. Corrid. You know one more thing. That's my girl. And then you make it to Grandma's house. As you make it to Grandma's, Oak and Darla in the kitchen with Grandma doing all the cooking and stuff and making some dinner. Making something that looks akin to duck, but it's not quite duck. Something in the Feywild. Smells good though. And as she's like looking out the window, she's like, "Oh, they're coming back." Oh,
If it's a fey-duck, is it a fuck?
Yes. Yes, it is.
Sorry.
no, you're fine. As she's looking out the window and she's like, "Oh, looks like Corrid let it out finally." And as you get to the house, how far would you get? Like, how close would you get to the house before shifting back?
Is the shift back gonna be nearly as fluid as shifting while running?
Never know. So you try.
She'll probably I would say pretty close to the house. Like she'll start when she starts to slow down, you know? Like it would be kind of cool if she's running on all fours, but then she starts to shift, but then as she starts to jog, then she's human again. She's slowly coming out of a jog. I don't know how to explain it.
I love it.
It feels like
Seeing
a
it all in my head.
So you're on all fours, but then get up to be on bipedal. But as you're jogging, you turn back into human.
Yeah.
That's what I was making sure. Is that correct?
Yeah, but it's when she starts to slow down is when it happens.
So
That'd be weird, like a werewolf running, not too late.
yeah. As you do, you get out of the all fours mode, and Ravenna, you're right next to her. You get in that point where you're in that all fours, and you kind of the arms start to dawdle up, and you're still in that hunched position. You can feel, and Ravenna, you see the form slowly start to just shift back into Corrid, and it's pretty much as you're stretching up to stand, you're turning back into human form of Corrid.
Yeah.
And just you feel the pain, you feel the bones and everything shifting, but again, it's much more seamless than you're used to.
Cool beans. And she's just rolling. Should probably do that too, shake a little bit.
I felt real good, didn't it? I'm proud of you. Ravenna gives the face back.
As you're outside, right outside Grandma's house, you hear Grandma yelling from the window, "Come inside! Did you have a good run?"
Of course, Grandma.
Corrid, you feel better?
Yes, I do.
Getting mighty beastly out there, it seems.
See that?
Got her running like the wind, Grandma.
Good. Is there, come inside first. I got Darla and Oak in the kitchen.
You guys been cooking with Grandma?
Corrid's sweaty. She ain't got no shoes on. She ain't got no shirt on. She forgot it back at the officer report.
I was is she naked right now?
No, she's wearing pants. But she's she has bandages on her chest. So. I don't know. Her hair's all windswept. She's like a new woman.
As you head inside, and Grandma's in there. It's Darla and Oak, you can go talk to your friends now if you want.
Alright.
So, what did you guys do? How was it?
We ran.
Have you ever seen how fast she runs?
I don't think I've ever seen top speed.
Why aren't you wearing a shirt? I mean, you look great, but no pants household is this No shirt now?
You can.
They're caught up in the moment.
Not that
Not
moment.
like
we got Corrid to let go a little bit. And so we got her running real fast.
running.
Yeah, she said running. She did, yeah.
She heard.
Huh?
Which bacon? Smells real good.
You know we know, right?
No what?
Never mind.
Don't hang up on me.
Because
Yeah.
I think everybody at this table is proud of you.
Indeed. I mean, it's kind of badass.
Mhm.
Badass.
What did you guys do?
I learned how to make potions today.
That is very convenient.
Kind of.
What are you going to make?
I'm gonna get you fucked up with my new batch of hooch.
Oh, you didn't learn potions? You
A different kind.
guess that could also be convenient.
What?
Nothing.
What's the matter?
She makes very strong stuff.
Well, I
Yes, I
mean,
do.
as long as it's not wine based, I think you'll be alright.
Find out.
Did
We will.
Did Grandma teach you how to make anything that helps people hallucinate? Yeah! That's gonna come in handy. Give it to unsuspecting people. Let them hallucinate, not crazy like.
Maybe don't do that.
Why not?
To unsuspecting people.
Yeah, if they're being assholes.
That's
Yeah. Gotta give a reason.
so what you making.
I think Oak called it buck.
I was gonna say, that looks like Grandma's famous stuff.
Fuck.
fey-duck.
Okay. Alright, everybody, let's eat some fuck.
It looks like a good one.
That's a good fuck right there. That's stupid. Wow.
As Grandma brings food out and duck, fuck. As not only is it's a little bigger, it's almost more like the size of a turkey, but it's got multiple heads coming off of it. So
Oh.
it's like the next one heads are coming, just like there's like 4 or 5 of them. Just, and she's like, well, go ahead and dig in. She brings out some vegetables and stuff too.
Come that way.
Oh, I kill it that way.
No, 4 heads.
Oh, yeah.
Did you put the heads on before you could?
No. That's what they like.
Just next to mess with dead animals. Oh,
Yeah. Oh, I'll change their anatomy.
He's got something.
What do you got, Bibble say? Why?
What is it?
Tissue. Weirdo.
I dig it. So you enjoyed your run. Your girls here were very good at making some new potions and ales.
That's so awesome.
Got to know each other a little bit better. How about you, Corrid? Anything exciting happen?
Followed some good advice.
feels light.
Imagine. Gotta let yourself shine every now and then. Like you should. Same goes for my Ravenna. Is there anything that you are all planning to do for the rest of your evening?
I think I did.
Probably a good idea. Grandma, I know we're not gonna obviously tonight, not tonight, but like, do you know anything about red boots?
I think if you go north of his memorial, you have to go north of his memorial. You might have some good luck.
Do you know who it is? Because if you know, why don't you get them?
Because honestly, they're not doing too much harm. You know how I don't like to meddle into medial things. If the villagers want it so bad, they should go get it. They're capable. Most of them are too scared. But do not get that done with me. And you four are capable. Right?
How long have the boots been missing, Grandma?
A couple weeks.
What time is it in the game? Like in the
Oh, right
in the
now,
day?
it'd be right about 5 p.m. Equivalent.
Okay.
Equivalent to 5.
Ravenna's like, her tongue goes over her teeth. Just like looking down at the floor.
Everything's fine.
Corrid's gonna look under the
Yeah,
table.
it's like Oak's gonna look at the floor too.
Alright.
She's mad because I'm not getting the boots for her.
But Ravenna, wouldn't you feel better if you did it yourself? Avenge your friend.
I would feel great about it, but
I like you more and more every day.
don't say shit just because you want Grandma to like you more.
I didn't say that. For any person's favor.
Shut. Grabs her drink.
It'll just be another grand adventure for us to go on.
It shouldn't take you more than a day. You wouldn't have to mind. You don't have to sleep out in the pit while I'm at them. You come right back home.
It'll take a day?
Oh, it'll take less than that, I'm sure.
I was just gonna go do it after dinner.
You could.
Sleep
Probably.
a little bit better at
This
night.
might be. Just depends on how well you guys maneuver.
I don't think we have to do it tonight. Apparently they've been missing for a couple of weeks now, so what's
What?
one more day?
I mean, if they stole it and they're wearing them, should we, like, bring another pair of shoes? It seems like they needed a pair of shoes.
I mean, we can if we want to. I won't put them on that because how do you just steal a dead man's shoes?
There's all types. And they might think, well, he's not going to be walking in those.
But he's not red boots. He's not matching his memorial now. Now he's just sock feet.
Do you want me to change it to sock feet, Billy?
No. It's red boots, Billy.
What if the person that took the boots knew Red Boots Billy?
I'm
And
curious
it's
to
like
see.
a memorial type
What
thing.
if they have no shoes and they really needed some?
I'm
What do you
barefoot
think?
right now.
Yeah, but you're tough.
Who steals a dead man's shoes?
Somebody who
Someone
needs
in
shoes that
need.
doesn't have them.
Fuck off. You can easily go into town and somebody would be like, oh, you don't have shoes? You want some? Your feet cold? Here's some slippers.
Are they that nice?
They're pretty. They were rock climbing shoes.
No, the people.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Especially if, like, One Eye Willie was out there or LP Megan. They would probably be like, LP Megan would be like, hey, honey, you just need to go into the general store because I'm a frequent flyer there. And they'll give you socks on behest of me. Like, literally, that's all it takes.
I mean, the sword wouldn't teach me how to make this glimmerfrock.
Well, that's just business practice.
Yeah, so it's against business practice to give away shoes for free.
Yeah, but not when you have nice people that are like, here's some shoes. Have some. Let's not steal a dead man's shoes. That's a bad idea.
Hey, Grandma, you got a spare set of shoes here
Piss off.
that we could take
Ravenna.
with us tomorrow?
I could conjure up some.
Oh, some Crocs.
Y'all are crazy right now? The whole lot of you?
Ravenna,
I'm gonna let that slide.
I promise you, when you find this person, you'll understand why.
Do not make me feel sorry for someone who stole my friend's shoes.
No, I'm not saying to feel sorry.
Does he have no feet? Watch, there's gonna be irony. You take off the shoes and he has no feet.
Well, maybe you'll find a situation a little humorous.
Or maybe they have to wear them on their hands so that they can do cartwheels and always have their feet on the ground.
You know, wait
You're
till we.
making up situations about my life and making them up.
Because it could happen.
Same.
You might be a princess.
And somebody might need shoes on their feet.
Everybody needs shoes on their feet. But
I mean, on the hands.
you're not going to go into a memorial and that says, here lies the curvature of Red Boots Billy. And then you're like, oh, that's a good idea. I'm going to take these boots and put them on.
What if they can't read?
Maybe he brought the son, said, please take these boots.
I'm not using them.
Free red boots.
Yeah, they didn't know it was a person. They thought they were just like shoe hanger thing. Prop the shoes on.
Ravenna's going to stand up. I was trying to think of something really cool to say.
Good. Oh.
You know, y'all just eat the fuck, okay? All y'all just eat the fuck. I'm gonna go take a bath, and Ravenna's gonna get up and she's gonna go upstairs.
And as you're going up, Oak's gonna go, well, if the shoe fits.
And then you hear Ravenna like kind of like skulking up the stairs, and she's going, "You won't be saying that when I dip your fingers in water tonight. Pee yourself in bed."
It's your bed.
Funny, that one ain't my bed. I'm sleeping in my bed. I'm gonna put a spider under your pillow tonight.
Corrid's eating. It's good fuck. Stupid.
Oh, you made that all testy. She's so adorable. I hope you all enjoyed the meal. If you're just turning in for the night, do you need anything else for the evening? Snacks or anything?
This was very good, thank you.
You're welcome. Like I said, if you need anything, let me know. I'll just be sitting in my chair for most of the night. You want to come and talk? You're more than welcome to. So she gets up, walks over to her chair, and just slowly hear that creaking. And she got her gator shoes back on, her slippers, so they don't end up clicking on that. But you do notice as she's walking away, there's like little gold rimmed glasses.
Oh, I got glasses.
Stupid.
Ravenna, you're going up and taking a bath.
Yeah.
What are the rest of you doing?
Finishing her book.
Is there anything you're doing aside from bath, or just straight to the bath?
She's gonna grab her mom and dad's picture, and then she's gonna grab her little gargoyle, and then sit. When she goes into the bathroom, she's gonna sit the gargoyle in the vanity, and then she's just gonna get into the bathtub and like look at her parents' picture and look at the front and the back.
So you're looking at the back. There's still enough light in, and it's easier now that you've had it pointed out to see where that shimmery, like that, or where like it's burnt in there now, but around it, like the shimmer's still kind of around where the things were. Looking at the words and the writing, like seeing your parents' writing, as it were. Any thoughts in particular?
Nothing really, just kind of like she's really excited that like the girls are laughing, that Oak has a point of direction, Corrid has a point of direction, Darla learned how to make some good hooch. That's probably going to come in handy. She's really happy that Corrid finally kind of like let go, because she understands like hiding who you are for so long, or being not necessarily like ashamed of who you are, but like not fully ever allowing the embrace of like who and what you are in, to finally accept it. And then she goes, where the fuck and what did y'all do? Because she was thinking about her tattoos, like kind of like looking at the picture like, you know, what the fuck did you guys do?
Once you're in the tub, obviously you can see your tattoos. Maybe thinking about it, lifting your leg out of the tub at once, just to kind of see where it's spreading down to on that side. So, enjoying a nice bath. You guys finish your dinner. As you finish your dinner, what would you head upstairs, or was there anything else you wanted to do before heading upstairs?
I head upstairs.
Yeah, I'll go straight upstairs.
You head upstairs, go to the bath. Is there anything else everybody would have wanted to do for the remainder of the night?
Corrid wants to take a bath.
Yes.
Are we gonna be here another night, or is this our last night here?
I think we'll be here another night.
I think Oak would just try to find a book to read.
Giving any direction for Oak on what book to read?
No, she just kind of hollers out, and she'll say like, there's books on the desk, and also like she'll point to the really giant stack of books next to the tub.
What kind of book would you be trying to find? Anything in particular?
I suppose if she could find anything about the different areas of the Fae or anything like that, any information like that, but otherwise, if not, then just whatever.
I say, because most of your books are like fictional books, story books. So there's a lot of different story. Nothing more actually like useful as information wise, but there are a lot of books for just leisure reading.
Never read one of these before. check this out.
What kind of book did you pick up? A romantic book? You're gonna love that book. That's such a good book. You mean to me you've never read romance books before?
Nope.
Oh shit. Talk to
Lived in a
Darla.
small cottage in the woods with my parents.
They didn't teach you how to read.
No, they taught me how to read.
I've romance. Don't let Corrid think she's right.
I knew how to read.
We were in a library together.
Yes.
That was a bad call on my part. It's before I knew you.
I forgive you.
Well, you're gonna enjoy that book. That's a very good book.
Darla, anything particular for you for the evening?
I think she'd probably go into the bathroom to
Oh, scratch your head.
what she do. Like not having anything to really say or to contribute or to, you know, follow back to the conversation before, just a girl's moment, you know.
And she'll just kind of say out loud, be like, "Did you have fun with Grandma today?" And she'll like look up.
Your grandma's a real one.
Grandma's the shit.
But like the closet, well, it's not adding up.
There's just things. Love my grandma.
Were
It's
you a
just-
psycho as a child?
I don't think so. It was just kind of one of those things when, like, I acted up. Grandma's just like, "Do you want to go to your no-no closet?"
Why did
Something
she
trying to
build
say.
it?
Is it snow?
Why is it still there?
Well, now it holds all their pots and pans.
Does she need giant nails in the walls to hold the pots and pans?
That was to, like, keep me from leaning against the wall, because I would have to stand up straight all the time.
So why are they still there?
Probably because it's easier to hang them pots on it. I don't know. That would be a grandma question. I usually don't talk about that closet. Like, it don't bother me. But I'm just like, oh, that's grandma's pot closet now.
Darla had stopped sudsing.
I was going to say, and then, like, Ravenna will just kind of look up at her.
All right.
Sudsing up Ravenna's hair until bath time's over. Corrid said you wanted to get a bath yourself. Corrid gets her bath. Any attendees in the bathroom with Corrid? Okay.
I think Darla's still sitting on a stool like.
Bathtub. Ravenna, what are you doing?
She went ahead and she's sitting on top of her vanity cross-legged.
Any particular conversations with Corrid in the room?
I feel like she might be almost falling asleep.
With that.
Is that a leaf?
Corrid had a good but exhausting day.
Oh, sounds like a good one.
Just enjoying it.
Just enjoying the room. Finishing up the bath time and scrubbing her hair. Getting everybody prepped up, and I'm assuming same sleeping arrangements.
Ravenna, please. Please don't put Oak's fingers in water.
She has like a big old cheese and grin.
Please.
Why?
Cause she's sleeping in the same bed as me.
I don't want to get pissed off.
fine. I'll be good.
Bring your gargoyle back.
No, he's actually like kind of like she would have sat him. She like as like if Oak was going through the books, she would have grabbed Tusk Love like at the top, so the gargoyle was sitting like on the stack of books next to the tub. He's in the room with all of us.
Everybody's getting back to their normal arrangements, cleaning up for the day, finding yourselves in bed, Oak reading your book. Any last minute conversations for the night from anyone?
Darla's definitely just like looking at the little potion and but she just kind of night night.
Which I'll put that in your sheet for next time.
Ravenna will like loud whisper, "Oh, what page you on?"
52.
Oh, you're getting to the good part. Talks about her inner walls and everything.
As Oak's reading, you can just see like this blush creep off her face.
It gets very detailed.
Ravenna will just kind of like nuzzle into bed and she'll just like, and then she'll just kind of like look at Corrid and see what Corrid's doing.
Cord's like fighting sleep. Like, I don't know. She's like
I love it.
like lax and very melty in this bed, especially like she's got like one eye open.
Did you put a braid in her hair?
Huh?
Like after she rinsed and conditioned you should put a braid in your hair.
Your wet hair doesn't get all over the pillow. It's just, and then when you take it out of the braid, it'll be nice and curly.
Is it just one braid? Or did you braid my whole head?
Yeah, I gave you like one of those French braids that goes all the way around.
Oh, you did that? Oh. Okay, well, she would have known then. Okay, I don't know, I guess.
But she's so tired, she doesn't care.
Yeah, so like, she itching it though.
So you'll lay down for the evening, and reading pretty, not embarrassing, but flushing stories. You all find yourselves to sleep for the night, and the next day planning on finding the person who stole Red Boots, Billy's boots. And that's where we'll pick up next time.
Whee!